Well, we are now Photon.
All right, good.
Welcome everybody to Trichome Life Grower Stream Shit Talk Stream number 41 / Seed Junkies. Good evening. I'm your host for the night. I'm Hi Guy. Right now we got with us Cosa Seed Company, and we want to wish him a happy birthday. Everybody in chat, say happy birthday. Moving on. We got Photon. We got Photon Fantom in here, and then we got Purple Haze Grows, and I'm sure we'll get some more dudes hopping in later. But yeah, let's get our introductions in. We'll start with the birthday boy. What's going on, Cosa? How was your week? How was your birthday?
Today's been good. Just been doing some hashing and running around errands and stuff. But yeah, can't complain. Just another day in the life, you know. Everything around the garden's looking great. First seed 10 in week 3 tonight. Our second one is coming up on week 2 here, and they are both looking absolutely. So I'm stoked, man. You know, everything's just kind of run along and going great.
Word, hell yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't follow Cosa on Instagram, go and follow him on Instagram at Cosa Seed Co. He puts up pictures and all of his updates on there mostly. So, yeah. I'm going to say what's up. He jumped in the line. So, to Daniel, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us tonight. How's it going, bro?
What's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
Yeah. Sorry I came in late. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm over here. I finally got the heat down. Took most of the Mars hydros down, and just kept the Spectrum King in the 2-300s in there, and it's been pretty good conditions.
You should send those Mars to me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you the 9. I'm thinking about the 900's pretty heavy, so I don't know if I should send it. It's like fucking 60 pounds, but I want to send them to you, man, and get them done. That way I could just minimize all the heat. Don't have to worry about all that crap. And
I also I found some scrap metal I had in my garage that is like the perfect width for the same like aluminum piece that all the diodes are mounted to on the Mars 300. So I'm gonna ship as many of those as I can, and probably just ship them out as kits. And then all you got to do is take apart your Mars, put in this kit, and it's good to go.
Hell yeah, that sounds like a plan, man. That'll be cool. That'll be awesome. Yep. But besides that, man, I mean, the Love Potion 99, she's almost done. Some of the Northern Lights are doing okay. They're almost done as well. I mean, the leaves are, of course, you know, they get their ugly look once they start getting towards the end and they get the flushing. So they're in that mode right now, sucking all the nitrogen out of the leaves and everything. Besides that, though, I mean, I'm rocking and rolling, man. I'm ready for getting the other ladies transplanted, get some new shoes, and get them going as well.
We're right on, man. Well, once again, thanks for coming on the Friday night. Up next, we got our light dude, Photon Fantom. He's probably building something right now, but what's going on, man? What are you doing? What's going on? How are you?
Just building some right now. If I can turn my camera on. Oh shit.
If you get lucky, sometimes you'll get to see his face.
Yeah, sometimes. All right, there
so
we
if you go on Tricky D's stream, which was last night, if you didn't catch it, Thursday nights at 6 or 7.
I believe it's 6 Pacific time. I totally missed that, dude. I was asleep. But so I mean, this is the piece of scrap metal I found for the Mars hacks. And this is
Nice.
the Mars board right here. Terrible with the camera, but it's like the exact right width. So it's the exact right width for the Mars board. So like I do is chop it up here and then hack it with the 4 citizen cobs, which I got to order more of. But
So so instead of the housing, you would just use the back piece.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you could make your own too. I mean, this just has 4 screws holding on this heat sink, which I already took out. Oh no, it's got 5. So it's got this one in the middle too, right about there. So it only has 5 screws holding on this heat sink. And what I do, or what I did before, is just take a 4-inch angle grinder and just swipe all these off, and then you've got this nice aluminum backing once you take this off. And you know, that's how I've been doing my hacks with my low profile heat sinks, which I don't know if I have any of those around here. But yeah, and then you got to kind of do, oh, here it is. So this is the low profile heat sinks that I'm going to be putting up on the website pretty soon. And basically you have to put a hole in whatever you mount it to right in the middle, and then you have to suck some air through it or blow some air through it. And they keep cobs really cool. I mean, I have Vero 29s upstairs running at 1 degree above ambient temperature. And they seem to keep the Mars fixtures a lot cooler because you're exhausting that air instead of just keeping it inside, or using this fucking shitty little heatsink to get rid of all of the inefficient wattage that's getting put out by these diodes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to selling out some Mars hacks. I'll even splice these wires in, so all you have to do is plug them in.
That's nice.
Yeah.
There you go, everyone. And if you are interested in doing that yourself, it's pretty easy. Not to like knock on Photon's thing and what he's doing, but
it's super easy. I just need to put up like a DIY, how to use these heat sinks, because there is a certain way you have to use these heat sinks, otherwise you'll burn up your
yeah.
But,
yeah. No, I meant just like in case anybody's new, just put in that call again. That's what we do here.
Yep.
That'll be dope, man. You make a video.
Yep.
Teach the newbies how to get down on them, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy. Like, I can do one of these in like 15 minutes now, start to finish.
Word. All right, well, I'm gonna have to get you to talk about your garden later, since you just talked about lights a bunch.
Dude, I popped my first seeds recently. I don't know if that matters to anybody, but I'm like 1 for 40 before this week for popping seeds. For some reason, I just suck at popping seeds. I can clone really well, but I got I think 6 seedlings that are surviving, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Cool. Hell yeah. New life.
Yep.
Right on, right on. All right, next up on our list is Terpene Mid. He's Gro's resident scientist, biologist. What's up, bro? How's your life? How's your garden? How's your gorilla grow going? That's what everybody wants to know about.
Well, can you guys hear me all right, or?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm still presenting to everyone. I don't know if that matters.
Well, fuck you, bro. It's my turn. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. But yeah, everything's going on right over here. The gorillas are doing well. Yeah, everything's going into flower right now, so that's exciting. Just trying to make shit's taken care of, you know, last minute IPM and whatnot, and little defoliating, cleaning out of some of the plants and making sure everything's good to go. But doing all right, man. Fucking really excited, honestly, about the outdoor. Shit's pretty beast mode. So just need to put up cameras and shit, make sure that nobody comes to fuck with the shit. And yeah, other than that, my indoor grow, on the other hand, isn't doing the best, to be honest. I had to replace a whole tray recently. I had like this bewitched plant that, I don't know, maybe I should have transplanted it. I don't know, but it seemed like it got burnt somehow. Like I gave it some of this tea, like this earthworm casting tea that I had made, and I don't know what the fuck happened, but the next day it just looked like shit. So I pretty much took it out of there, chopped it down, and put in another mother plant that I had in its place to fill up the rest of the tray, or the whole tray rather, because it's a big ass plant. But I don't know what's been going on in my room, honestly. I'm like between the russet mite, or the broad mites that I had, and I don't know what the temperatures, maybe my water temps have been a little bit high, and I over-vegged these plants. I should have transplanted them maybe going into flower, because I had, you know, was battling the broad mites for like 3 weeks, a month before I had flipped them, and they were already a good size. So I should have probably transplanted them, honestly, because it seems like I might have some sort of root rot or root fungus. Like, I don't know if it's Fusarium wilt or Pythium or what, but had a few plants die recently that had just like wilted out of nowhere, and you know, we're watered, but just totally had some issue going on with their vascular system or something. So a little unfortunate. About day 17 with everything else, and development honestly could be better, I feel like, but of course, I don't know. I'm always like the really nervous grower going like the first 3 weeks or so in the flower. I'm always really nervous to make sure things go well. So I figure I'll wait another week or so and see how the development is on the bud sites, and if everything's going well.
If everything's going well, what?
That's it.
I'm the same way, bro.
Perp been done. That's it. That's all you get. Yeah, I mean, Perp doesn't show off his stuff much, but I mean, we see it. I've seen pictures of his rooms. He's got a pretty decent and impressive size grow. So, dude pumps out plants. He's just, you know, got some weird environmental stuff going on right now, but yeah, once he comes back, you can talk more about what he's got going on. So that's it for introductions. Before I forget, Captain Kindbud would like me to give a shout out to Daniel Dirty D, because you don't have access to chat. So say hello to your friend.
That's the big bro, man. Mr. Kindbud, man. The Grow Bros. What's going on, brother?
Yeah,
thank you for coming by, man. Yeah. Thank you for coming by and supporting us, man.
Yeah, thanks to everyone in the chat.
I got a shout out too.
Oh yeah.
Well, go on.
Yeah, if we're doing shout outs, man, you know, I got to shout out my buddy in the chat. Too. It's his birthday today as well. So everybody in the chat, say happy birthday to Team 621. I've known for a couple years now. Great grower. Go give him a follow on IG too.
Yeah. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. Fucking congratulations on coming into this crazy world and living X amount of years. So much love, brothers. It's a crazy life.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you to the chat, man. The chat always coming by. I don't have a computer, so I gotta go based off what you guys are saying. So, hell yeah.
Definitely relying on people if they want to talk to either me or the Trichome Chasers account using the @ symbol, because I've got I'm HDMI'd into my TV, and that's what's like allowing me to have 2 chats open. Otherwise, I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't keep up with this shit. By the way, everyone, we kind of had like a pre-show consensus like yesterday that we were just gonna drink some beers and smoke some weed and then talk about like seed junkie stuff. So if you're coming here for profound stuff tonight, I think some of us turned off a little bit of our cortex, and you're gonna get more fun shit tonight. So
it's some profound stuff, though. You know, alcohol has a tendency. Just stay tuned. It could get weird.
Yeah, well, we don't have legal on here. That's when it gets fun.
Yeah, legal, biggest shit talker. I love it. Well, besides Order on Bud, man.
We're lucky. Lucky is definitely the fun shit talker.
What?
Yeah, where's Lucky, man? That fool needs to get out of the bar and or fucking just hop on from the phone on the bar so that we can fucking say what's up.
Lucky, where you at, homie?
Oh, it froze for a bit.
I know he posted a picture of some a damn shot glass or some kind of brown liquor, so he must be feeling good.
No, bro, that was a picture of Pinot Noir. Yeah, you think I'm lying. Hold on.
Yeah, it was.
So has anybody, back to the topic of growing weed, has anybody heard of putting your seeds in hydrogen peroxide for 24 hours instead of water before you put them in the paper towel?
No.
Yeah, no. Seems bad because, you know, hydrogen peroxide is highly oxidative, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that helps to. I would think that seeds naturally kind of. I've heard different things that they're finding out that some seeds carry like certain endogenous bacteria, maybe. But from what I know, like usually seeds are pretty sterile, or from like traditional view, seeds are pretty sterile already. So it's kind of weird that you would put them in hydrogen peroxide. I don't know.
Don't do that.
You guys ever put them in your mouth before you lay them into the wet towel? They say something about the enzymes in your mouth supposed to do something to the.
I guess I will not be doing that.
No, I never put anything in my mouth. I'm just kidding.
No, for real, no bullshit. I'm not fucking around. They say something about the germs in your mouth or some shit supposed to do something to the.
I mean, you walk to the cells in your mouth.
Yeah. This guy from commercial I-502 grow in Washington taught me that with the hydrogen peroxide, and like he's the guy that I gave those seeds to that, you know, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to pop, and he popped them, you know, within 48 hours and has them going already. But I did leave some seeds. I left like 5 in hydrogen peroxide and 5 in water for way too long, for like 4 days. And all the ones in water survived, and the ones in hydrogen peroxide all died.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hypothesis confirmed.
Well, you know, I gotta test it for myself.
You can do it again?
No.
Okay. Well, we're going to chalk that one up as a success.
I got this hydrogen peroxide, so, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, so.
I mean, Leader Cho suggests like brown rice vinegar and some other stuff diluted in water. But yeah, nothing crazy like peroxide. That's a lot of thumbs up palm side extracts.
Yeah, palm side, man, he gets excited.
No, everybody soaks the germ. Like, I either throw that shit in Jiffy Plugs or Root Riot cubes or whatever. I soak them in the Cosa Seed Co first. Or if I'm lazy, it's like aloe flakes and full power and water, and then just poop seeds in there in the little slot, and then put it in clone dome.
Okay, I was gonna ask about the phone dome too, because that's what I heard was.
Yeah, we don't need it. It's just as long as the cube stays wet.
Yeah, personally, I've always been kind of the same. Like I never used to just put them in water to soak or whatever. I've kind of been doing that recently because it seemed like the popular thing to do, I guess. I don't know. So it's like, oh, well, why not try it? You know, but I'm more the type of guy that at least I'm used to just putting them directly either in the medium, like in the dirt or whatever, or putting them in little rapid rooters or jiffy plugs, clone dome. That always seems to work out really well for me.
The one thing that I will say is, like, you can't. All right, I don't want to sound mean, but like when you're taking your pictures for Instagram or whatever, you know, like you get the pack of seeds and you go to pop it. You're like, oh, let me throw it right in dirt. Oh, let me take a picture of nothing. But if you pour it in a cup, or you have the seeds in paper towel, you can take a picture. It's tangible. That's just my 2 cents. I don't know.
That's right.
I just work here.
100% germination rate. I'm so cool. They're like fucking a day old and probably gonna die.
I usually kill them when I transplant, honestly. Like, that's usually when they die.
To me, germinating's the easy part. You know, you got to at least get through the first week or so before it's.
Yeah, the first week was when all of mine died. It all germinated. I had like 25 of them or whatever. Yeah, first week they all died. So it didn't baby them.
I suck at popping beans, bro. I could clone the shit out some shit though. But beans, I think I'm getting a little better. I can say that. I ain't gonna lie about that. But yeah, I think out of 10 I could maybe make 6 pop, and then the other ones are acting kind of funny. So I don't know if it's a bean thing or.
I don't know. That would just be my first. Like, if you have like failure to pop ones, I would throw some kind of enzyme at it, like coconut, aloe, like anything.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because when I added the mic, I don't know if you guys do this, but I got some micos and I added it like after I wetted the paper towel and I laid after they were soaked for 24 hours and put them into the paper towel. I sprinkled a little bit of micos on them and let them sit in about maybe 24 hours. They were like out of the shell, fuzzy, embedded into the damn towel. And Monster told me that when they do that, I mean, sometimes you tear the root, so it's better just like to tear off a little, I guess, a piece of the paper towel off with it if it won't come off and it won't harm it. Or will it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it will. I mean,
Definitely, I've done that. I've done that with great success. Why risk it? You know, if they're really embedded in the paper towel, then fuck it.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say to Captain Kindbud, and when they're talking about adding like a microbial inoculant to a seed, my thing is that I want to kind of not make the seed compete right away. And when it's that small, I don't want it to have to like deal with any kind of infection that can occur from an overpopulation of microbes of any kind, because everything's opportunistic when you get down to it. So if it can get a chance to kill that seedling and consume it, it will. So if I can reduce the microbial load and instead supplement with enzymes to help break down some of the weird shit that's in seeds that I don't know about and turn it into plant food. But,
okay, well, see, you made a very good point, bro. I'm sorry for cutting you off, bro. I was gonna ask you, Can you elaborate a little bit on the two different kind of what you just said, which is microbial life and enzyme life a little bit? Just so they can see what the difference is, because I got a problem with that as well.
I want to see, what were you going to say, Perp? Because you sounded like you were going to correct me on something.
No, not at all. I was going to say you have a good point there, I think, and that's that a lot of times, you know, these mutualistic relationships are, you know, I don't know, I guess, like you said, I guess they're very opportunistic or dependent on situations. So if a plant's too small and isn't, you know, necessarily producing enough photosynthase, or, you know, isn't large enough to sustain its growth yet, and you put a large, you know, and you basically infect it with a large population of microbes that, you know, even by themselves are usually associated as being beneficial microbes, they could definitely, you know, take more of the carbon from the seedling and not necessarily give the benefits that they normally would in a later life history stage or whatever. But
awesome.
So if you want to know, I guess, the difference between microbes and enzymes, microbes are basically is like a generic term for things that we can't see with the naked eye, right? That exist on a microscopic level, and these things are usually bacteria, fungi, as well as some protists. But the difference being is that microbes are alive. They're like necessarily some of the smallest, at least in the case of bacteria, more of the, I guess you could say, quote unquote, primitive, simple life, you know, one-celled organisms, or a conglomerate of these one-celled organisms. Whereas like enzymes are not living and are usually proteins or RNA, I want to say ribosomes.
Yeah, I was going to say the whatever you were just talking about is more of a, enzymes are more of a non-living, more like a protein or a carbohydrate even, but they break down certain things. You know,
enzyme. My bad.
I wouldn't consider an enzyme like a living thing. I don't know where you draw the line at as far as a living thing goes or not, but.
Well, they're not exactly. I mean, in the basic definition of life, at least I mean, there's several, you know, it's a very gray line, you know, if we want to sit here and talk about what is life. But enzymes definitely, I would say, don't fall in that category because they don't reproduce or aren't able to reproduce by themselves. At least I want to say maybe certain proteins can actually. I want to say, I forget the name of the proteins that are actually usually very bad, associated with being have deleterious effects. But anyway, I'm rambling. Enzymes themselves are proteins and or ribozymes that act as catalysts for reactions. That is, that they basically help speed up reactions that necessarily aren't spontaneous. And so whether those reactions are, you know, to break down more molecules into molecules, whatever these reactions may be, but I guess kind of just, they're like these little like boosters that get chemical reactions going in a sense. And it's a very generic term.
Awesome
because there's a whole class of enzymes. I want to say at least 7 specific enzymes that do different things, but I don't know. I'm not really in the mindset to even go into that. I couldn't tell you the classes of enzymes right now.
Trust me, if I understand, I'm pretty sure the chat understood, bro. I'm pretty slow. I'm baked half the time, so I got it. It makes sense. See, because the reason why I use seed sprout tea a lot is because I noticed that in veg, if I use it, they get really lush and bushy, and they stack up nicely. And then if I use it in flour, the production of I guess pistils and buttons and flowers they get a little bit more intense. And what happened this round was I didn't use it that much because I was sticking more to the K and F and forgot about no, seriously, I really forgot about the seed sprout tea, and I wasn't feeding it as much as I did before the last round with the nectar for the gods. So maybe that was what happened with the triple Ds. Maybe they were just used to the regimen I was giving them, and once I got off of it, it kind of threw me off a little bit. I kind of probably threw everybody off in the chat, but yeah, it made sense, bro.
All right, I think the chat has officially established the difference between enzymes and proteins and other stuff. What else should we talk about? Sea junkie stuff.
Yeah,
we got new stuff recently.
Yeah.
Really haven't. I mean, we got Cosa the breeder. He's obviously got new stuff. I don't know if Purple's gotten anything new recently, but we just go in order. What do you got going on, Cosa?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Cosa, man. It's his fucking birthday today.
It is indeed his birthday.
Yeah, I always feel weird wishing people happy birthday online because I'm like, should I disclose that it's your birthday or?
Nah, it's all good. Thanks, man.
Just know that wherever that NSA data center is, all of us and you, yes, you, listener, are logged. We're in this together. But so is the rest of America, so, and the world. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. We're gonna have fun tonight. I'm only like a year and a half in.
Like we do every time. Yeah.
I popped a beer too. I'm like almost half in.
Man.
There it is.
Wow.
I know. We're getting crazy here.
White Moderate would be proud. What?
You'll make Wavy proud. Wavy. THC Wavy with it, boy. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Roll up, everybody. What everybody smoking on in the chat?
What up?
Oh, there he is.
Happy birthday, Cosa.
What do you mean counting time? But are you saying that we don't have emotion in our voice?
Thanks,
Is that what you're saying?
Zero emotion. We both completely lack it.
Like in kind, but
okay.
They're just so mellow and calm.
That's how
They talk so moderate.
That's how you get in the scientific mindset. You just fucking talk
Right.
and you bore everyone to fucking death.
Oh, my God.
Ready to leave.
Well, I'm like this all the time, man. I'm at work and motherfuckers look at me like, why are you smiling and giggling all the fucking time? And they make me really get out of my character. I don't like getting out of my character, man, because when I get out of my character, it doesn't fit me. It makes me look like an ass or I'm trying to do it. So I don't like doing that shit. But when I do, they fucking sit there and look at me like, what's wrong with you, Daniel? Are you okay today? Are you having a bad day? Nah, you trying to come at me like I'm a hoe or something, man. So, yeah. I try to stay happy, man. Life is short. I ain't got time for the bullshit.
Where's the boy? Oscar?
Word. So yeah, you guys are sea junkies, or I don't know if I am technically. I'm trying to fucking kick right now. So
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good lately. Like, I haven't really been spending all of my money on just seeds lately, so like that's a step up.
I've been clean for like 3 weeks.
I mean, I've been ordering. I just got some shit in today, actually. The shit from Mel's clearance sale that she was doing.
Dude, I haven't got mine yet. I went to get my mail and I was hoping it was there, and I haven't got it. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah. What'd you order?
I got some Buckeye and some banana Buckeye.
Word. Yeah, I got both of those. The silver Buckeye, the Buckeye glue, and the Mel's punch.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
were
There might have been like one other in there, but yeah, very excited about those. I mean, I already have like the same phenos like as clone onlys, so I already have like an idea of what is there. But yeah, it'll still be fun to hunt through and see the subtle differences, you know, especially on like the generational work.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I got more of the Buckeye. I figured, fuck it, run more. You know, if I was gonna pop some, might as well. You sent me that pack, and I figured, fuck it, let's get some more.
That Buckeye looks crazy, man. Deep ass purple.
I really want that.
Yeah. I got a buddy on Instagram, man. It's Sinus Serious. I can't remember. I don't know how to say his name right, but shout out to him, man. He got some Buckeye that's crazy as hell right now. The purple looks damn near gray from all the damn frost on it. You know, most of it doesn't have, well, to me, doesn't look that frosty. It's more of a purple. Or maybe because the resin's that color or some shit like that. Good looking shit, though.
But yeah, and then I think I got coming in the next few days some of that mountain organic crop. We ended up ordering the what the fuck were they? The original Gonzo cross, the purple Gonzo cross, and the orange cookies face off OG cross. And the mail on all of those is the one cross to Velvet Rush. So that should be some interesting shit to run through. And then we just ordered that fucking Seed Junkies drop, the wedding cake and the gelato S1s for some reason, even though we got the code.
Oh.
But
yeah,
Hey,
I always
fuck
wanted
it,
to
why
try
not?
gelato, man.
what was that?
Gelato just sounds so tasty.
Yeah, I still haven't run her. I want to see what that's about, though.
Fuck a gelato, bro. You guys ever try those bhakti chais? Oh man, fucking love a bhakti chai.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
It's just some chai. It's like some hipster chai drink.
Oh, it's a drink, not like an ice cream type of thing?
Yeah, it's not an ice cream, but
Oh, okay. You got my hopes up. It's like, okay, what country is this from?
chai ice cream. That'd be bomb.
Ice cream and weed always go together fine.
Is that just like coffee ice cream? Is that stupid? Is that like tea ice cream?
I like coffee ice cream. I don't know what the fuck we anyways with.
Get back on track. Get back on track. We're going somewhere else now.
Coffee ice cream is amazing. Green tea ice cream is shit. What do you know about the green tea ice cream turds?
Yo, so did you guys see that shit that I dropped in chat earlier? The flow number 10?
Yes. Yeah, that looked dope, bro.
Yeah, they're doing a clone only drop of that, they said.
What is it, Flo?
Yeah, flow number 10, one of the breeder phenos that either JD or DJ keeps. I forget which one.
Didn't they say it was like an F13 or something?
I'm not positive what generation it is. Let me see if I have it up still.
I wonder how much they're charging for that.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah. What was the other one? I got it here too. Let me just look. I think the other one was like the Pink Rose or something like that they were releasing a clone only of.
Yeah.
You're doing a seed. I'm going to call it cannabis.
This one is Oregon Cutthroat. And then the other one that we were looking at. Yeah. Oh, no, it's the F13, rather, number 10. I thought it was Flow.
Yo, okay. NorCal Nugget, when are you going to be here tomorrow?
What is the F13?
F13 is another one of his crosses that like came from that genre. I don't remember the lineage on it. I could look it up real quick though. Yeah, I'm not too sure the lineage on this actually.
Cheers, Cosa.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Cosa. I guess I should do that, I guess.
Yeah, cheers, motherfucker.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll just take a drink of beer that counts.
I'm on number 16-ounce number 4 out of the 6-pack. So
I don't drink anymore, so
we're celebrating with Cosa, man.
Didn't you say you were like gonna go out to the bar tonight?
No bar.
Nah, Photon.
Kids, man. Oh.
I thought you were a DJ tonight or some shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the call.
He ain't going nowhere.
He's got to see a man about a horse.
Yeah, wait, no. Were you really seeing a dude about a horse with all that?
Yeah, dude, it was a Clydesdale.
You fucking guy.
Clydesdale. Yeah, I love Clyde, man. Some good tools, bro.
Oh, this fucking head.
Oh, it's for you, Cosa.
I know what that sounds like.
Nice.
That motherfucker sounds like a 500 motor or something, man.
A dab rig?
Hell yeah.
Keeps a lot. I'm not an asshole when I'm on booth. Play that much.
I'm not an asshole either.
Yeah, all depends on your personality. I'm the friendliest motherfucker. Like, I'll pay for everybody's bar tabs and shit. Fucking NorCal Nugget can attest to that.
Nice. Drinks on Photon, everyone.
Yeah. You gotta find me though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, I got your seeds today, Cosa. They've probably been at my box for a minute, but I haven't checked my mail, so I just got them.
Right on. Yeah, it's only been a couple weeks. It's okay.
Yeah, I got them.
I need the beans, Cosa. I need the beans,
I got
bro.
you, man. I got you. Man, I'm excited for some new beans. I'm getting the Packy Peshwas from Bodhi Seeds coming in. I am giddy
How?
like by some black magic and dealings, and I may have sold my soul.
Did you get it from a shop that's like a few hours south of you?
No, I have a really good friend who got a pack, and I'm getting them from him.
Oh, okay. Because I like vaguely heard of a place that I could like possibly get them at, but like I don't even know the fucking shop's name, so I'm basically shit out of luck on it, I think.
What is
I
it?
don't know. I've been Peshawar Packy.
What is it? It's a Packy variety.
Yeah.
It's a Packy landrace variety, yeah.
What's up with this Packy landrace? I'm like, Pakistan was formerly India, right? So wouldn't it be like Indian landrace? Or not really?
Technically, I guess. I mean, I guess it's just based off of like modern geography, I suppose. But I mean, yeah, no, it was split.
Shout out to the Nomad Grows, man. I mean, he's thank you very much to him, Mr. Kindbud and Manspool, because they put me on him. I guess they convinced them for me. And he shot me a pack, like 5 different packs of some male Hindu Kushes with like Durban Poison, Strawberry Daiquiri, a whole bunch of crazy crosses, man, that sound dank as fuck. And I'm gonna wait till the winter time to run those, man, because I don't want any of them to die at all. So, I mean, I want to see what that's about. Like I said, you guys are more knowledgeable to the crosses and strains and breeds and stuff. But from what I hear from you guys, I mean that the stuff that he's doing right now sounds like some dank ass shit, man. I don't know if you keep up with him.
Shoutouts to Nestor. He always seemed like a cool dude. He always had a good vibe and stuff. So shoutouts to him.
Yeah, I'll fuck with Nestor. Yeah, you know.
Very quiet there. Preparing my dinner. The appetizer is beer.
Yeah. Chaser's a blunt.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
Roll up.
Perp hasn't taught me how to yet.
You still can't roll, bro? Bro.
All you gotta do is buy a pack of papers and sit down one day and dedicate a whole day to just trying to roll some joints.
Oh, I fucking wish I had that kind of time.
You know what I used to
It's
do?
gonna
I used
be
to
like
twist
that
when
scene in How High where the security guard is trying to roll up the plant that he takes from him, and he's rolling up just like the paper.
What I used to do when I didn't know how to roll, man, I used to get the zigzag papers and twist both ends up halfway, and then all I would do was lick the top, stuff the shit out of it with a bunch of bud. I wouldn't even break the buds down. I would just lay them in that motherfucker, and then just twist the leaf, twist the top of the glue right over, bro, just like that. It was just like a big ass hammock. You just lick it and flip it.
I don't have to be that crazy.
Oh, that's
Get those. I know Cosa uses them too. The cones that you can just stuff with weed. No shame.
That motherfucker with a big ass pregnant whale. Look like a big ass pregnant whale.
I love the cones.
Man, fuck with them.
I don't roll that much. I'm a pipe or a bong dude. I'm always smoking out of my chem dog pipe.
I'm a big fan of the blunts and bongs.
Yeah, I'm a bong dude, man.
I would say
But
my
my
top
chick,
two.
she likes blunts too much. She thinks bongs are too radical, I guess.
Yeah, that's like how my parents feel. So whenever they come over, I hide the bongs.
My dad always used
like a little blower out.
Hell yeah.
My dad hated the bongs. He was always like, "Oh, I'm gonna turn this thing into a flower vase one day, I swear." So it's too much. How do you smoke that thing? Yeah, fucking, it's too much.
Why is it so big? Ooh, hell yeah. My mom found one of my shit and she thought I was smoking crack, man.
What is this?
Like, what is this thing? Why is it glass? Like, I want to see my smoke going through it.
Yeah, when I first started dabbing, that's how my dad was. He was like, "What are you doing with a torch, man? What's that all about?" And I was like, "Oh, chill out, bro. Chill out."
I gotta get my rig hot. Yeah, parents are crazy, man.
My dad's a smoker too, way back in the day, but he's not hip on that, you know. He's not with the bongs or anything else. I got him to do a dab.
Man, you show them dab, they trip out. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yep.
Yeah, my dad didn't like the extracts that much. He liked like old school, like, you know, finger hash or bubble hash, but he didn't really like the like wax or shatter. I don't know. I guess it got him too high.
Yeah,
I'm a flower man, myself.
Like the first times I showed it, and then like recently he's come around to it. He's like, "Why would I sit there and smoke all that when I could just take one hit and be done?"
There's something about the flower that drives me crazy, man. The smell, I guess it's the physical. You know how you deal with it? You got to deal with the bud. And the extract, you deal with it, but in a hassle. The bud is more of a loving nurture, I guess.
A labor of love.
That's crazy. There's just something about that organic, man. The matter. It's crazy. It's moving to me.
Right. Yeah, I was tripping on that the other day. I'm like, dude, like, can we just smoke this plant? Like, it's too fucking high.
Yeah. And you know what's the coolest part about it? Like, when you break the bud down and you look like in the inside when it gets close to the stem, I like to look at it, all the fucking like texture inside of there. It trips me out for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
How those trichomes still stand up in the inside of that fucking compact ass shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. It isn't the flow that's coming out. I was gonna say because I apparently I gave some flow seeds to my buddy, and he popped them and has them in his backyard. And I was like, "Oh, what? Like I gave you some flow?" So I took some cuts off of it, and I have some cuts, which makes me want to pop the rest of the seeds I have and kind of go through them. But I don't know. Too many things to try to go through. Not enough space.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, that would be one of them. That would be pretty high on my priorities personally. I definitely want to go through some flow at some point and see what it really got to offer. But I need to get some packs.
Flow.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I wanted to give a big shout out to everybody smoking Blue Dream out there with me, because that's what I'm smoking.
That's hilarious, bro.
What's up, dude?
How is it? How did it come out?
So Tricky, if you're free, man, we're just on the shit talk episode. You can hop on if you want. Just say yes or no. I can shoot you the link. FYI. We're talking about seeds and bullshit. Beer's invited.
Mostly
you got to bring your own. Yeah, mostly bullshit.
It was something. No, it was something else we were supposed to talk about as well. Not just the seed junkies. It was something else.
Is that right?
It was on the chat.
I'm not recalling it.
No. Or was it seed junkies and get drunk? Because it's Cosa's fucking birthday.
Shit, just see junkies and get.
Oh, hey, just a little shout out to the chat to let everybody know Emerald Cup tickets are on sale. You got them while they're there.
Oh shit, I gotta get mine right now.
Yeah, I'm ordering mine like within the next week or two.
Shout out to Kenna Assassin, man. I don't know y'all fuck with him. He's a good dude, man. He's doing some good shit over there. He's with I believe he just got with Canna Genetics. So shout out to him. Doing some good shit over there. Word.
Yeah.
Yo.
Sorry.
DWC, what's up, baby? You working?
Oh man, I just got really high all of a sudden. I'm like, oh fuck. You ever do that? You're just like, oh man, I'm kind of overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Kinda
just all
overhyped.
hits you at once.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh shit! I think my Wi-Fi is working good now. I can see the fucking chat. All right, now we're doing something. There you are.
Where's the lighter?
Alright, go check. Tricky D. What's going on, Tricky D?
Why is Dr. Kush worried about springtails? Springtails are good. They're annoying,
Springtails?
but what?
Who said something about springtails?
Oh, DWC just posted in the trademark chat about springtails again. Springtails aren't bad. Like, they move in. Let's let your shit dry out a lot.
Beer gang.
Their compost are cooling alone.
Look up at the video I posted. Shit. All right, everyone, I got it, y'all. Homies. Let's see what's up with this.
Word.
What y'all blazing on, man?
Sweet potatoes.
Sour D.
Sour diesel? Damn, I ain't smoked no sour diesel in a while, bro.
Yeah, we're going to start talking shit now, but yeah.
What's wrong with the diesel? Ain't nothing wrong with no goddamn diesel.
No. Talking about some diesel, and I'm like, dog, what? Why are you fucking up sour diesel? Oh, it's supposed to be diesel, dog. Now you got the lemon in there, and you're fucking up the profiles, man. No, I'm just kidding. It's supposed to be gas.
There's gas. It's just there's lemon too.
Not a big lemon fan. I don't know. I just.
I feel like a lot of people are like that. Like that's one of the things that I've heard. Like people like not like more so than any other terpene profile And I find it funny because it's one of my favorites.
I don't know, like people usually like the lemon stuff, but
That's not bad, bro.
I don't like it. I don't know. I like the extracts.
See, and you're like really heavy on the myrcene, and like I like myrcene, but at the same time, like it takes me a minute to get with it. Like it's more of a acquired type taste on like the earthy grapey side, you know.
Did y'all? I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, I was just saying I was
Did
gonna
y'all check fucking up, man. How did y'all check out THC Wavy's video? He has like a little kind of I guess it looks like a good bug. I don't know. It might be a bad bug. You guys might know a little bit more of it.
Video on where? His Instagram?
On our chat. On our chat.
Nah, I didn't see that. I'll go look.
Yeah.
He just threw it up, or?
Yeah, it's up there.
What says it's time to blaze, I guess.
Because I mean, it looks like it's attacking the soil. Like it's going for whatever kind of particles of soil he has in there. So.
Yo, does anybody know if... Actually, fuck it, I'm just going to do it myself.
Fine.
He said he's trying to kill that shit. Whatever it is, he doesn't want any kind of motherfucking bugs in his shit. What about that stuff that everybody's using right now that Brown Guy 420 uses?
The method one.
Yeah. See, nobody be giving my nigga Brown, man. Shout out to Brown Guy 420, man. He's the one that put everybody on that goddamn method one. If y'all really want to know the fucking truth, man. The no-till, everything, all the shit that everybody's doing right now, that man been doing that shit. And nobody want to give him his props. I'm going to give him his props because he deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing a lot of big things, man, and that's real shit.
He's definitely out there making moves. It's a tough game out there in Oregon. It's very, very competitive.
It is. Still trying to decide. Is that yeah, over here. Yep. Yes, it is. But yeah, Oregon's a pretty cutthroat market. I have these investors that need like 150,000 square feet covered, and so I heard they're going to be in town tomorrow, and I'm still like working with my Connect to see if I should come down there with like demo units and stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty cutthroat market.
Somebody tell me what the fuck this shit is, bro.
The hell is that?
Did you see it, Photon?
That's funny. I recognize that instantly. Yeah.
My nigga Wavy on, man.
Was that Wavy?
Yeah.
Did that like come through my headphones?
I swear, he done hacked into the system some kind of way. Fuck it.
Swear.
You see what he did with the Xbox cool sync.
Actually, Travis, I don't know if you're still in chat, but these aren't even the finished PCBs yet. These have some different diodes that I was kind of experimenting with, but I'm going to settle on the Samsung LM561Cs. Same as my board, same diodes that I've been using, and they seem to be killing it. So the goal here is to kind of like my best advice to people is to have like a pretty big room and then fill up the middle with boards, so it gives it a nice even blanket, and you got all this penetration coming from the sides because the spread's so wide. But then like towards the edges, you don't want all that light going into the wall. So I've been telling people to put like cobs kind of around the edges with reflectors on it. But these boards here I'm making with LM561C diodes, and then they're gonna have a waterproof O-ring that goes around the optics, and I'll have different different choices of optics that you can choose from. So looking forward to that in the next probably 3 weeks to a month.
Now that you said that, Photon, I was gonna add, what do you think about 3 wavy boards down the middle?
Of
Hold on, I'm still thinking. And then and add like and 6 cobs on the side, so it'd be in for a 2x4. You know what I'm saying? So three of your wavy boards down the middle, and like you said, your cobs on the side.
mm-hmm.
Not the long, not the wide way with the wavies. You push them the long ways.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know, say down the middle, and then you put your cobs on the side, 3 and 3 on each side.
Then you're probably going to run them off like a 320, 1400 milliamp driver, 320 watt, all 6 of them.
You know what that reminds? That reminds me of them damn what's that damn brand of LEDs? It's pretty popular.
But honestly, what I would do in that situation is shit. I don't know if I have it on this computer. Pictures of. I would just go with the 4 boards.
All the way across.
Over the 2x4. Is it in a tent?
Yeah, it's a tent.
Yeah, definitely. Just go with the 4 boards all the way across. And like that's what I'm running without a tent, and it's killing it in veg. I don't even have the reflective surface with the tent, so yeah, it's doing really good. And I'm running 4 boards off of Meanwell HLG 185 1400. So I'm only running each board at 50 watts, so 200 watts total over the 2x4, and I'm getting plenty of light.
And your wavies, they do both, right? They do flower and veg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the wavies are slightly better for veg than flower, and the fusion boards are way better for flower than veg. But they're both around the same corrected color temp. It's just they get there in different ways, I guess. But yeah, I mean, they're both great boards for, I mean, either application. Just, you know, some are better than others.
Okay.
And if I was going to get one spectrum to, I get this asked all the time, like, you know, people only want to buy one light because they don't want to have a veg light and then have to buy a flower light. If I was going to pick one spectrum to veg and flower under, it would be 4000K. And I don't care what kind of cob it is or what kind of You know, surface mounted PCB LED 4000K is, in my experience, by far the best at both of them, at, you know, being a good compromise. It's not the best at either of them, but it performs well in both circumstances.
Cool. 4000K for veg and flower would be the correct, well, not the okay spectrum to run.
Yeah, under veg and flower, yeah.
Okay.
That's basically, my fusion boards are, I want to say, like 3900K if you get further away from them. If you get up close, the color temp goes up because the 6500K diodes start to take over. And the wavy boards are like 4200K. So, I mean, they're both, you know, just barely on either side of that. But they get there in different ways than just like a single 4000K diode. So the CRI on the fusion boards really surprised me. Like 95 plus, 96. I'm putting this Mars Hydro together just so I can measure it and then hack it and measure it again.
Cool, man. People want to know about your wavy boards, man, and you know all of the boards you have.
Yeah. Honestly,
Like you said, they don't want to. You know, the average person that doesn't have it doesn't want to spend too much.
Yeah.
But wants to, but wants to get the most out of their grow, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, most definitely.
You always have to think about that. Cheers, Cosa. That's another one for you, bro. You have to think about that person that's coming up, because that 16-year-old that's been thinking about it is gonna grow up. The next person is gonna come up, is gonna, you know what I'm saying, and you gotta. It's not gonna stop. So
I would just like to present immediately if you're 16 years old not watching this show right now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just kidding.
Well, but you know what I'm saying. You know, it's always somebody upcoming that's gonna want to know. That's gonna want to know, or what's the new thing coming up? What's the best thing? What's the cheapest thing? How can I get it for the cheapest price? It's not always the one that has the bankroll to spend, you know. The average Joe, I would say, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
You're always gonna have a sucker, if that makes any sense. And not in a bad way, but that's what the fucking business is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look what, I don't want to say that either, never mind. But yeah, you see what it is out there if you look at everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
With the spectrums, with the blue and the reds, and then you got the, you know, the whites and the yellows that do this and do that. So
yeah,
I mean, it fools people and it makes people think, you know, should I stick with this spectrum? Should I do this one? Should I do that one? Which one is the best for me? Which one is the cheapest?
I mean, like,
which one are you?
I've definitely grown, you know, really good weed under purple lights for a long time. You know what I mean? And then
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then finally, you know, I started using white lights, and then I saw the light, more or less. And yeah, ever since then, man, I haven't really turned back. You know, I supplement with some red and some blue because it helps me fit the that McCree action spectrum a little better. But I mean, even, you know, I could probably name.
So they're not wrong, right?
What's up?
So they're not wrong. It's just they're not using it. That's it. So they're not wrong. They're just not using it efficiently.
Yeah, well, there's actually a study out there called green light drives photosynthesis more efficiently than red light in the presence of strong white light. That's the actual title of the study. And so, you know, we just got lucky that white LEDs happen to be a blue LED with a phosphor on it that kind of peaks in the green region. And it's, I mean, we just got lucky in that regard. I mean, that was nobody's doing or anything like that. No matter what anybody tries to tell you. You know, now we're tweaking phosphors to hit photosynthesis spectrums more efficiently, and I definitely see remote phosphors being kind of the future, where you buy some cobs, or maybe even like a big like a diffuser shield type thing, but it would be the yellow phosphor on top of your blue diode. So you'd have this like PCB of blue diodes, and you could change out the phosphors on top of it to change your color temp from veg to flower. And I've seen that technology. I mean, it's there, it's out there. You can buy it if you want to. But I think that's really kind of like the next step.
Like, have you seen those? They've been taken over in NASA.
Yeah,
like
everybody
gold
tries
reflective,
to claim the NASA
gold
shit.
reflective laminate shit around it.
I'm sorry, was that question directed to me? I fucking
Yeah.
was not paying attention. What was that? My bad.
I don't know. I seen some shit on it. They were growing some kind of lettuce or something up there, and it had like the walls around it were like a gold reflective illuminate kind of deal.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's, yeah, gold is a great conductor of electricity, heat. Sure, it's just some really thin gold leaf. It reflects, you know, visible light really well, so I can definitely see that. But yeah, I think it's funny, all these LED companies out there claiming to have worked with NASA on their, you know, plant growth spectrums or whatever. And I believe it was Lumitech. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but that was the only company that actually worked with NASA on that.
That's crazy.
I believe you want to say
But
Apache.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, maybe they worked with more than, it would make sense for them to not put all their eggs in one basket, but I heard it was Lumitex, but I could be wrong, I guess.
So what do y'all think about reflective? As we're talking about it now, white, that silver shit, or anything else, mirror reflective kind of stuff. Then you got that matte looking kind of silver. Or is it just based on the light, and that's just a gimmick as well for the damn tints?
I'm sorry,
The
are
spectrum
you talking to me? Sorry, I was reading. I get engrossed in what I'm reading.
Yeah, like the tints that they got going on now. You know, they have like some that are like got the reflective film on it, and then they got some that looks like it's matted reflective.
Yeah, like the white one.
Yeah, and then they have the white that's all like white. And Spectrum King just came out with one that looks like it's like that nighttime reflective, but in the daytime it fucking fires up ice white.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? So what do you think about that?
Honestly, I haven't studied much into that. I know from college that white light or white reflectance standards reflect more light than like a mirror. So like an aluminum polish finished, but I mean my field experience kind of goes against that. So that's kind of a toss up for me. I use Artec with the you know, the dimples and the reflective surface instead of the white. But I mean, yeah, that's kind of up in the air. I'm pretty sure the white does reflect more. I think it's got like a 98% reflectance rate or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm reading about this NASA shit now. I must know.
I'm trying to turn my fucking notifications off. All right.
Photon, I just saw a question in the chat for you. How come wavy boards don't come with a UVB or C built into them so they can be geared for pathogen deterrence? I assume the main reason is finding the chips and cost efficiency of the chips, and then the benefits of having one versus the other. And
the only reason I would put UVB into my grow room would be if I had it right in my exhaust and it was like sucking, like, because they do attract bugs, and it would just suck any like airborne bugs straight out of my grow room. If I wanted to give myself cancer, I would put UVC in my boards and then possibly have lawsuits because I give other people cancer. But
well played, shit. That's right.
I've been playing with UVA a little bit into you know, further into the UVA than I've seen any grow light companies. I've been growing into the 360 nanometer range, 340 nanometers. So that's getting down into the UVB almost. As far as I know, other grow light companies top out, or I guess bottom out at like 380 nanometers. So I'm experimenting with, you know, a lot higher energy, I guess maybe 30% higher energy UV light than anybody else I know about. But really it just comes down to price of the diodes. I've been working on or trying to work on a reptile light, and because I went to the reptile store around here with my spectrometer, and there was I mean, there's pretty much no UVB anywhere. And my sister's a marine biologist and says that her animals are getting calcium deficiencies because they can't process calcium without vitamin D, which comes from UVB. So I'm building her light with UVB diodes, but they're so the Samsung diodes are like 18 cents a piece. The S6 4000K, whatever. They're like 18 cents a piece, and UVB diodes are about $18 a piece. So they're 100 times more expensive for the same wattage, and they're also less efficient. So I see myself getting a few of these and using like narrow degree optics, 2.5 degree, 3 degree, 5 degree optics to kind of shoot that down to the bottom of these aquariums that are, you know, 6 feet deep, and UV has terrible transmittance through water. So hopefully it's still there when it hits the bottom. That's the goal. Sorry for rambling about reptiles for 5 minutes.
Cool, man. Hey, you got a lot of animals.
Yeah.
Shout out to Monster, man. He's probably in a damn garage somewhere fixing shit.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even know like how many lights I'm about to send him. He's about to flip shit.
Well, there you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it is. Growers love, man.
Yeah.
Hook it up. Hook it up. That man do his shit. He got. Did you see what that boy? Get ready, world. Oh, and Craig, congratulations to Loki, man. Out there having a good time.
Hell yeah! Congratulations to Loki, man.
Undisclosed location. Yeah,
I'm watching fucking Avengers right now. I'm watching Loki kick some ass right now.
making eggs. What's going on in the chat?
What's happening in the chat, man? I gotta hold on. I gotta go back to it. My bad. I forgot my Wi-Fi. I paid my Wi-Fi bill, so my Wi-Fi worked.
He said, would the propensity of the light affect spectrum absorbing of radiance? Like, could you dial it in as much as you could with a digital ballast, or as much as you want with a digital ballast? Yeah, that's a Photon question.
Yeah, I'm answering it. I'm typing right now.
Okay, yeah. What up, Lucky?
Radical.
Up in the call, bruh.
Lucky's in the chat, or he's on the call?
Nah, he's in the chat.
Oh, Lucky, you full of shit.
He said you a bitch.
Put a Terpene poison at Lucky. You need to shoot that out, man. You know Blunthumb need it.
Yeah, I gotta find either like a restock of that, or like see if DC Seeds Exchange doing a restock, or hit up fucking Haze man something.
He got about a 12-pack over there. He could shoot out at least 4, man.
Yeah, I'm looking for like 4 packs though.
Damn.
Looking for a Pheno hunt, man.
I feel you, man. I just treat them real good and try to see what their potential is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Works out pretty good. I never doubt none of them. No, for real, like all of them.
No, I'm laughing.
I don't know, like you guys are like fucking up there, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a newbie. You know what I'm saying? So
no, but I feel you 100%. Like that's all you can do, you know.
You just gotta go back to where like when you guys first started and like were like had some heat, like some of your first heat that you thought you had.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kept going with it because you know it fucked you up, so you know what it was. Shit, that's the kind of shit I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. See, and somebody said this at one point. I want to say it was like Grow Mouse or somebody, but I really have no idea who it actually was. But they were talking about Pheno hunts and like how you could do a run and have a plant just off on the side, and You know, you never take a par measurement or whatever, and that could be receiving 400 or 500 par, and then the shit in the center is receiving 800, 900, and that affects the way that the plant grows. And if you don't take that into account, you know, you're never going to get a true representation, and then your phenotype might be skewed. You know, I mean, granted, you're going to still get a general idea, but you're not going to get the full performance of the plant.
What the fuck? Why has nobody ever said this shit?
Well, I mean, somebody else said it because that wasn't my idea.
That's some kind of, that's some real hating ass shit right there. Come on, you're supposed to tell the game. Oh, okay. That's though, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I love. I always follow the trichome chasers because you always keep it real, man. Y'all don't sugarcoat shit. Y'all tell it how it is and how it's supposed to be done because you guys done it before. I mean, like I said, we're not no damn expert growers. We're getting better at what the fuck we do. And I rock with y'all all the fucking way, 100%, bro. I promise. And I love it, bro. I mean, you see what I'm saying? That shit there is real, man. I mean, nobody's gonna tell you that shit because they don't want you to have the same kind of success they're having. You see what I'm saying? That kind of stuff is right. What the little person thinks of. Yeah, well, that guy that's over there killing it with that kind of grow is not saying what he's doing all the way and letting the next guy that's coming up fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool if it's growers love type of shit. Tell it how it is from the get-go. So everybody could grow right, grow some dank. If it's bag seed, fucking high class ass shit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just good dank. That's what I think it's all about. Cause I done grown some fucking badass fucking bag seed from Reggie, bro, and made that shit look like had my fucking brother-in-law tripping balls. So I just think it's in the touch of the fucking grower, bro. Not, well, yeah, the strain too, but more the damn hands that are touching it to make it get its potential. Makes any sense. I'm high and drunk. World. Fuck y'all.
Nah, man. It's both. Easy 50.
It makes sense. I don't know. I mean, everybody's different.
So, not to like drastically change the subject, but did anybody get down on that coastal seeds restock?
I did not. I wonder if anybody in the chat did.
Coastal?
Yeah, coastal.
What they got going on, bro? What they got going on?
Oh, there's serious fire going on. They're using a Northern Lights male, and they're crossing it with a lot of really cool female clone ash plant. The Black Domina, the Four-Way, all sorts of other cool, like kind of old school type stuff.
Awesome, bro. Hell yeah, we got to check it out.
If you're going to, you better make the plunge quick, man, because they're real fast. They're doing some really cool stuff over. Really big team and a lot of cool people working with them.
Shout out to Dago, man. He's on live right now on YouTube. Y'all check him out. Got 45 watching. Good job, Dago. Shout outs to you, bro. Your vacation.
Is he doing a live artistic touch?
Artistic touch. I don't know how to say that word. PUBG. Ducha Barreri. I don't know what the fuck that is. I ain't got no money, man. However you say that word.
Stands for Player Unknown's Battleground.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's a video game. How many people we got watching? We're down to 29. I feel like we can kick it for a little longer.
Badasses.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. I'm gonna go watch them.
Trichome chasers for life, bro. Best believe it. Haze, what up, baby? Grim Skies. Travis, LED Builder. All of y'all motherfuckers on the goddamn chat, man. Thank y'all for stopping by, man. For real. Vermin Grower. Be on chat. North Cal Nugget.
NorCal Nuggets coming to my place tomorrow. We're gonna be hanging out.
Shaq. We'll shout him out, bro. God damn. Grow Shaq. He's killing the other guys for sure. Great work.
NorCal, if you're coming up the 5 and you're still watching, holler at me, man. We'll sesh down if you want to roll through.
We ain't fucking with nothing but photon lights over here, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be sending NorCal home with some lights. So most definitely.
I'd just like to remind everybody that Photon still owes me dirt. Just saying.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What was that? I owe you a light.
You a light and urban poison.
Nothing that crazy. No. I'm a man of principle.
Both.
I'll just take my branch and leave. Thank you. Like Abe Lincoln in his bitch. So you drop your LED light.
You know what's really weird is like in the last week, like all my like Facebook and like Amazon fucking like ads on the side have all been like telling me to switch my house over to LED bulbs. I'm like, bro, you're like a year late.
Prince House. Is that what it was? I'm sorry, Photon. Was it Springtails for Wavy Man or what the fuck? What was that?
I think they're springtails. It was hard to tell from his video. Like, and like if they aren't, I don't want to be the one to be like, yeah, they're just springtails. Don't worry, man. You know. but they look like it. From what he's describing, they sound like it.
What are you talking about?
Am
The
I
video
not?
on the chat.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
just got back.
No, yeah, that we're
Okay.
talking about. Yeah.
The fuck is a springtail?
Well, what days if
That's
it's a
a tiny
springtail or if it's a thrip. If it's a
I really
thrip, they're
don't
gonna
think it's
stay
a
that size.
So they're not.
It
Where is
really-
fucking DWC? He said he had springtails in his shit.
Yeah, but he's DWC, so that I don't know. That sounds weird. Unless he wasn't running DWC at that point. I don't know. But I've
So,
also
see-
been
He said he got him in his
DWC. Yeah, I guess that could happen, right? Still sounds weird to me. I don't know.
So I guess we're still not sure, bro. Where you at, expert growers? I'm just fucking around. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So Blunt, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna mix cinnamon OHN, ginger OHN, and soda water.
I learned.
It's very good.
Like just those three.
I'm about to put all my seeds in hydrogen peroxide.
So I don't want to drink garlic.
Are you kidding, Photon? Or are you serious?
I know, I'm kidding.
Okay. But I wasn't on earlier when you guys were talking about it, and I've heard people say like to do the H2O2 as well, but they only say a minute or two, not a 24-hour soak.
Yeah, I've heard the 24 hours.
Yeah, I've heard like between 1 and 5 minutes, and like that's it. I've never heard anything more than that.
We'll see how they, because they're those Fig Farms Ancient Fig. I gave a dude those seeds. I only had 3 left, and I killed all the rest of them. So we'll see how they grow.
Word. Hopefully I pull a clone out if you ain't got nothing from them.
All right. So if we're not sure, how can we get rid of this problem that this man has in his garden, man? We still haven't told him how to get rid of his shit.
You know what you should do is get.
I mean, well, if it's springtails, it's not necessarily a problem.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of everything?
No, not necessarily.
Yes, it is. If they're in DWC, it is.
No,
He's not in DWC though. Is he?
He's on soil.
There he is.
Yeah, I'm on break.
Doc.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? I don't remember.
So what does he have to do in order for him to get rid of this problem that he has?
Get some neem oil extract and don't emulsify it and spray the fuck out of your plants.
No.
The plants or the soil?
Do not ever.
Plants or the soil?
Don't ever do that. I'm kidding. That's what I did like 3 months ago. I'm still trying to recover from it.
Why the fuck would you say that, man, bro? Huh?
Just warning.
No, for real. Like, how would this man get rid of this shit he has in his garden without fucking his plants up?
Trial and error, honestly. You just got to try the normal IPM stuff.
I know that you could use a few different enzyme products for soil soaks, such as like the Big Time Exterminator. You could do a neem seed tea. I don't know how far into flower you are. I think you said only like 10 days or something, and that really shouldn't do anything on the flavor at that point, I don't think, but I'm not positive.
Shout out to, okay, thank you so much, man, for that one.
But
shout out to
even still, like, if it's springtails, and especially if you're running an organic system, and I can't entirely remember how you're running off the top, but springtails are not a problem in an organic soil system.
Do we mean springtails? Are we talking about foxtails, or is that something different?
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally. Proud of you.
I gotta fuck with you, Photon. You my kind of people, bro. I swear to God.
Fuck all you guys.
Say, nah, because I'm just saying because like I said, most of us, or me, I'm gonna talk for myself. Fuck it. I'm not too hip to all of that. When I seen that right there, like I told you, I've been using my soil for about 3 years now. The only reason I buy new soil is when I water and my soil gets to dropping, and then I like see my roots and shit, and I gotta add soil, and I don't have any more soil because I used all the soil that I had. That's when I go buy more.
That's honestly
That's the same soil. That's the same soil. I just keep adding to the soil I have. So I always buy a bag maybe every 3 months. If that makes any sense? A new bag.
I strain mine in between runs, so like I have different, like I have like a 2-inch strainer and then a 1-inch strainer and then a 1/2-inch strainer, and I run it through each one of those to get all the old roots and shit out, or most of them.
Yeah.
And I lose all of those.
I keep the root, bro.
Do you?
Is that bad? I keep them and use them like mulch type of shit.
Yeah, nah, roots are totally fine to keep within the soil as long as you're running a system that's going to break them down. If you're running a purely synthetic system like Photon, that's definitely not advisable from my standpoint.
I always cook the shit out of them with a whole bunch of fucking sea sprout tea and seaweed and fucking just biocozyme. I don't know. I know that's synthetic as hell, but I use that. Is that bad?
I use mycos. Is that going to break down those roots?
No.
No.
Enzymes and bacteria. And fungus.
Fungi will. The fungi will be the main.
If anything is going to bring them damn roots back
it's going to be like
life,
trichoderma
right?
and shit.
Fucking bring them back like zombies.
Dude, I actually
still hold enzymes.
The saprophytic, if I'm saying that right, fungi.
That's what happened to the fucking well, basically they cloned themselves. That garden that I have in the backyard, man, it was like a whole bunch of old ass yard clippings, and I fucking mulched it up and had a whole bunch of IMOs and fucking crazy shit to it from what I've been seeing everybody doing to it, and it fucking like went crazy, man. Like before I planted all of the seedlings in there, the vegetable seedlings, I like stuck my hand in there and broke it down a little bit, and right in the middle of it, it was like a whole bunch of, I guess it was mycelium or whatever, however you say that.
Yeah, mycelium.
Yeah, all in between the bark that I put at the bottom of the bed and the compost and soil and topsoil at the top of what I did. So maybe that's, you know what I'm saying, that's what I was thinking, like, that's pretty, is that how you're supposed to do it in the indoor as well, or does the environment change all of that?
It depends on how you want to run. If you want to run like a natural wood forest, then yeah, you'd layer it like that to where you're kind of like doing the big lasagna technique, and you just have everything breaking down for food for everything else. Fuck, I totally lost my train of thought.
But yeah, you could definitely do that with a thick ass mulch layer on like a big 4x8 bed or something like that indoors, no problem, or even smaller beds. But
because of the same moisture that's coming out of the dirt, right?
And it's in the mulch, right?
Because
the mulch helps keep the moisture in the soil. Yeah, if that's what you're getting at. Yeah.
No, but the mycelium are carried by the mulch. Is that not true?
What was that?
The mycelium is attracted to the wood. I was going with that. The brown stuff, bark, is going to attract fungal bodies. Green stuff is going to attract the bacterial.
I see.
See,
I know.
The lignin that's within the bark and like stalks and all that, like that's mainly going to be broken down by your fungi, whatever.
Because I know a pretty well-known thing around here that if you get a bunch of mulch done in your yard, like 2 to 3 years later, you'll just have a fat, enormous sprouting of Liberty caps or cubensis. And we used to have when I was little, like my parents would always be like chasing stoners out of our backyard who were trying to like pick mushrooms. I like never understood it.
Bro,
they were like, these are ours.
We have a trunk in our backyard. I completely started stabbing the shit out of it and breaking the heart of it down, and it was like I could crush it with my hand. Well, that's what I used for my bed. After that, I added the compost that I made out of grass clippings, and then after that, I added a little bit more of the wood, and then I covered it with the topsoil, the 3-year-old soil I've been using for the ladies, and once I did that, man, like I told you, I stuck my hand in there and just opened it up a little bit. Like the inside was like just fuzz, man, all in the inside of the soil. So that was pretty dope. That's what I was thinking, like, man, maybe I should give me a damn grass, like one of those grass root pots and do the same thing, because like
and you're right on point saying the grassroots pots, I think, at least, because those come standard 18 inches tall. You know, do your bed like 13, 14 inches tall, like the soil, and then that last 5 inches, half for a mulch layer. That shit's gonna be insane. You know, or like a 3 to 5 inch mulch layer.
Yeah, hell yeah. I want those fucking mushroom hands had on his outside on his veggie pot, man. That's what I've been doing. He told me about it, and it works, man. I mean, all the other ones that don't have the straw on the alfalfa straw on it, dry out a lot faster than the ones that do. Even the fabric pot holds its moisture with the thick ass layer of alfalfa straw. I thought it was gonna dry out, and it's nothing but it's a 3-gallon pot, and it's hold its moisture for about 2 days, man.
Just use your clippings.
Cool. I did. You know what I did?
See,
I like to experiment, man. I use my clippings on the outside guard.
Really?
See, I like to have more than just like the one strict, like more than just cannabis leaf. You know, I like to throw down comfrey. I like to throw down the different, like the clover and whatever other accumulators that I grow, the borage and shit, like as I can, and try to get a variety of different things composting in that mulch layer instead of just the cannabis leaves or just the barley straw or whatever.
That gives it a different variety for it to eat, right? Feed it.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking crazy, man. How it goes from just fucking token to learning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's how it always happens, though. We got to talk about something.
I guess I would contest and say that you could keep it varied as long as you're top dressing amendments in. I'll have plenty of food that's pretty diverse to eat. Carbon's carbon kind of deal.
I feel like depending on what you're top dressing to and how, I mean, in terms of like what foliage you're like mulching rather,
right,
and how consistent and like dedicated you are, that could totally replace any need for amendment. especially if you have like a lot of comfrey that you're throwing down, and you know, a few others that are really basically all encompassing.
I want comfrey too. Must be nice.
I come from a. I'm sorry, guys. I come from a long line of like growing people. My family, my grandma and grandpa and shit in El Salvador, used to do a lot of watermelon and corn growing. And shout out to Johnny Cannabis. He's out there and on IG and shit. And he told, I don't know what y'all know about growing corn, but he said something about shaking the fucking stock when it starts showing the wheat looking stuff, the flour or whatever, the corn starts shooting out the top of it. And I know he said something about it on one of my posts, and I went outside and I looked at it, and it had those flowers coming out, or wheat looking shit, corn, whatever, wheat looking flower looking stuff. And I shook it, and I shook all 4 of them, and like I noticed that in the next 3 days they fucking got like taller, like for some reason, like no, like for real, you could go into my post because I've been posting them because I've been noticing that shit. They got taller like 5 or 6 inches, like real quick, man. After I shook him, like he said, because he said he didn't do that to his corn, and it didn't sprout corn or some shit like that. No, for real, bro.
No, what the fuck did
so I'm not sure if that's a real deal shit, or this is my first time growing vegetables, bro. I mean, I never grew vegetables ever. This is my first time having a house that I'm fucking paying, you know what I'm saying, that I'm renting or whatever. So I never had my own space to do this kind of shit. So I'm just asking you guys, have y'all ever grew corn like that?
I've only grown corn once, and it really didn't turn out too great. So,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I planted a bunch of corn in my backyard this summer, and like I don't think like any of them sprouted.
Like, I don't know, of all the things, like when it comes to corn, it's like you gotta have like land to like make it worthwhile to grow it, I feel, because like there's so much other shit like that's more expensive to buy that you could grow. And corn, it's just like corn is hella fucking cheap because there's so much corn fucking everywhere.
That's
you
true.
know? But yeah,
how
no,
many
corn
times have you grown corn, bro?
Only like once or maybe twice.
See what I'm saying? No, not everywhere, bro.
No, dog, like like generally speaking,
that's that modified ass corn that they're talking about. That's not that real shit. That's that.
Yes, but I don't know. I could go fucking 20 miles away and find that sweet corn, old school hybrid shit, and you know, if I want it, it's there.
Heirloom corn.
And it's cheap.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was saying. I was just asking you guys because I never grew none of this shit, and it's fucking working, bro. I mean, I don't see any corn yet. I just see those wheat-looking things, but we'll see.
Have you used any like? See, I wish Perp was here. I don't remember which specific. I think it's the rhizobium that actually creates the nodules within the root zone for the nitrogen fixing.
I've been giving it.
I don't know if they are symbiotic with corn, but have you used any nitrogen fixing bacteria to help, like with the corn?
This is the feed that I've been giving them. This is what I've been doing a week. I've been giving them. I already gave them a 1 IMOT, which was IMO2, which is the rice slurry with fish. Not my own made fish. It was Alaskan fish. I've been using that shit for the whole 3 years, and that shit, y'all need to get on that if you ain't making your own. That's some good ass shit. That, the fried EcoThrive from the UK. It's mealworm castings, frass. and I used all the inputs that I made, which were banana, the banana, the cinnamon, the garlic, the what was the other one I gave them? The other one I
Ginger.
made. The ginger. It was
Yeah, is this all for
the cow mag. I threw them all in there at 5 mils a piece. Mixed it up. At nighttime. No, I do it in the morning. I'll let it. I'll mix it up at night in that evening or whatever at 9 o'clock before I go to sleep or when I'm about to fuck around. And then the night that next morning, I'll feed it to them. They've gotten 2 feeds of that so far. I've just been seeing what they've been doing, and so far, yeah, they fucking blew up, man. They went crazy. I mean, they're all over the place. So stop nothing from going anywhere. They're trying to wrap around other shit that's right next to them. I got some beefsteak tomatoes out there that are going crazy, and I got like 30 of them packed in one spot, so I don't know if it's too many of them. I mean, yeah, they work though.
Yeah, when it comes to tomatoes, I've definitely like started having less in like a given area and like just growing bigger ones and caging them out better, like supporting them better.
Yeah.
And like it definitely works better.
I noticed that, yeah. Because I think I put too many.
Okay. I have 2 like fully grown apple trees in my backyard, and I mean they drop hundreds of apples. Most of them are pretty small though, so I was like thinking about giving them nutrients next year or doing something to increase yield, I guess. I don't know anything about apple trees, so.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I'm here like I got the cucumbers. I have the big ass ones, and then I have the little short ones. And they're coming out, but like I said, the tomatoes are the ones that are struggling because now I'm noticing why they compare them because they need their own space because those fuckers get big. I mean, the ones that are under the shade, covered, and have that minimal light are the ones that are stretching and getting that good stretch. And I'm noticing the similarity to the cannabis, you know what I'm saying? So it's weird, man, why now that I'm growing tomatoes it's kind of trippy how like
see and like
they look root bound.
Yeah, you like notice some things just like from like cannabis growing and shit, and then it's like other things you see and it's just like shit, what is this? Like I should be able to recognize this, but I can't. You know?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like there was some problem that I was having with my tomatoes earlier this year. I was like, this looks like it should be like a calcium deficiency, And I brought it down to fucking local nursery, and dude was like, nope, that's fungus. I'm like, are you sure? He's just like, yep, it's fungus. I'm like, wow. Shit.
Yeah. So could that translate?
See, because they want,
like, if I think something might be a calcium deficiency, it might have fungus.
With cannabis? I don't think so. I don't think it translates that easily now.
Okay.
Because it was like I was looking into it and I figured out what I thought it was. It wasn't early blight or what's the other common one?
I couldn't tell you.
It's escaping me right now, but it wasn't either of those two, but it was one that was easily mistaken with the blight. And yeah, I don't know. As far as I know, cannabis isn't susceptible to that.
That's good.
It's pretty dope. Hell yeah. So, yeah, like I was telling you, the ones under the shade, perfect green, stretching, branching out. I mean, stacking everything. But the ones that are in the direct sun, they're yellowed out.
Yeah, well,
they're a lot shorter. They look a lot stressed out.
Yeah, they probably stunted in that fucking dry fucking heat out there, man.
Right? Okay, that makes sense.
Shade them.
Yeah, I think I should top them up or something. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get the cucumber big ass leaves to get over them a little bit, so they can help them out a little bit. Because what I did was do that three sister companion deal or whatever. When you do the
squash, corn, and then what's the third one?
Beans.
Beans, yes, beans. Yeah, because nitrogen fixing, yes.
Yeah, beans to wrap around the corn to support it. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I did. I did the corn, I did the beans, and I did the watermelons and cucumbers, all in the same spot to do the companion thing that Tricky D was just talking about in his last video. So that's what I've been on. Yeah, baby, I love you. So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. See, like, I don't remember whether it was last year or the year before, but I was fucking around and had some extra seed sprout tea, and I went out and fed it to some of the, like, perennials that I have outdoors. So, like, I guess I fed it to the fig trees, the apple trees, the pears and plums, and, like, it was already, like, getting towards, like, mid-fall, and, like, some of them fucking started breaking dormancy again from it as they were, like, starting to recede into dormancy. I was, like, amazed by it. And, like, they grew a few extra inches just in a couple of, like, a week or two, and then, like, went back into dormancy for the winter.
Yeah. Like Cosa said, man, it's a fucking steroid, man. It fucking boosts them up. And it really, really works. I mean, I've been rocking with that ever since the brown guy said something about it, made the video about it. And I just ran it through like the whole cycle, bro. And I know a lot of people, they stick to it because of the veg. But if you really read into it, man, it helps everything.
See, I'm going to put this out there in the world and hope that, like, this comes back to me with an answer. But if anybody finds the fucking malted corn, let me know.
For real.
I'm not trying to be sprouting this shit all the time.
Well, wait, doesn't coconut have cytokinin in it?
Yeah.
So why are you sprouting corn?
Well, I haven't been lately because, but I believe that the corn is
way more expensive,
cost effective, and I believe it might have a few other benefits that I don't get elsewhere. But I'd have to double check the.
You got that purple corn, you got that other kind of corn. It's like 3 or 4 different kind of corns that you could use, bro. That do everything you need to do and is less cost effective as that coconut that you're trying to run, and it's gonna do the same thing.
Well, I use coconut powder.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, yeah, still corn is cheaper though.
I use the powder.
Yeah, but I guess
corn is
you're not including your implicit costs.
Like what?
Like my time.
That's why I'm saying I want the corn malt.
Word.
No, I'm not a fan of sprouting the fucking seeds. Like, I could do it, but, like, I'd just rather not.
Yeah, didn't we look that up a while ago? It was kind of a pain in the ass.
I got sprouts in 3 days, bro.
Good.
Be blending them fuckers on that 3rd day. If I let them go 4 days, they're about 3 inches long. And that's too much. That's what's in the garden back there.
I need another beer. I'll be right back.
Maize. They call it maize for something.
Peter said what?
They have to use coconut for something as well, too. Oh, man. I'm not too familiar with the coconut because, like I said, I just ran with the fucking with the damn seed sprout tea. But I know the coconut is good for sure.
Nah, yeah, no. It's just usually what people go after corn for, is cytokinin, because it's a pretty easy and cost-effective way to get it. And build a soil can be kind of a pain, because like that's a main source for people to get like coconut powder. And I suppose I lucked out in my local hydro shop, found a distributor for it, so I don't have to pay any shipping on it. And a big bag of it's like $32 and lasts me forever.
Oh yeah, you just gotta go to a Mexican meat market, bro. They got that powder, that what is it? Shaved corn. Can't you powder that in a damn coffee blender?
You said what kind of corn?
No. I'm sorry, I'm high. Shaved coconut. Dry shaved coconut. Can't you powder form that and use it the same way, or it won't work?
I don't know. Blunt. What do you think? Is freeze-dried coconut powder like coconut water that was like desiccated down and turned into a powder? Or is it coconut shavings that have been grinded down?
No, I'm almost positive it's the former.
You say what?
Pretty sure it's the former.
Yeah, it's the water desiccated down.
Word.
That's why it's so expensive.
So you would have to.
Yeah, so
you would have to rehydrate the dry coconut in the water and then extract the water out of it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, so what they do is they take the actual coconut water and then I guess it's not really freeze-dried, but they just suck all the water out of it. So they evaporate off all the water and it leaves behind. It is freeze-dried, so is it they just evaporate the water off and freeze-dry what's left?
I believe that's
or
a
when you
question
freeze drying,
but I believe the freeze drying actually takes out the water while it's like sub-zero.
No, two birds with one stone. That's why the modern engine. That's why we went to the moon. Supposedly, if we didn't lie about that, who knows?
Yo, whoever said that they went to space camp earlier, it was NorCal Nugget. They said something about like us going to Mars, and they were talking about the rover. But I was like, "Yo, we didn't land on Mars. What the fuck are you talking about?" Thinking like he meant people.
Oh, what are you talking about, dude? Mark Watney's there.
It's like, did we make a major step that I just didn't hear about?
Elon Musk is over there giving an interview. They're like, "Why did you do it, Elon?" He's like, "I just really felt like it was time to do it."
Well, I did it because I could, and other people couldn't.
Right?
Okay.
And for mankind and all that other bullshit. How are you going to get back? Well, I'm not.
Terpene.
What's up? What you doing over there, bro?
Chilling, man.
What bring you on?
Zero. I switched over to water because I still got some shit to do.
was supposed to transplant today, and I didn't do it.
The day is still young.
Right? If you're getting tired, just smoke a lot. This should be way too weird. You can't sleep like that. But you just gotta walk it off, you know? You gotta water it off. You know? When you're falling asleep standing up. It's fine. Just smoke some more. You can't smoke anymore? Smoke more. You'll get your watering done, trust me. And you're transplanting.
Best
And your food will be
medicine.
gone. The food's definitely gonna be gone, but
DWC, you still on break, bro?
no, he's still in here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, hello.
I'm always on break.
On the ladies. You're always on break.
Shoot, he was bragging in the chat
ladies
just a
looking
few
like-
minutes ago. He's got his feet kicked up on the desk. He's chilling.
Yeah, my feet crossed on the desk, man.
Oh man.
I'm done till about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Be nice.
Yeah, it is. They make up for it on full moon nights.
Is there like a noticeable difference of like the amount of people that come in on a full moon versus not? Is that where you're getting at?
What's that?
You're kind of quiet right now, Blunt.
Were you saying that there's like a lot of people that come in on full moons?
No, it's these nursing home, man. These old people all go crazy on full moon.
Shit.
You can be in here walking around beating the shit out of you and everything else. So I sit behind my desk.
Fucking dementia patients.
Yep. Yeah, about 50 of them.
Oh yeah.
And it's just me and 2 aides.
And you're dabbing. Fuck it.
Oh, I ain't right now.
Oh shit.
Not right now.
Hey, hailing the shit out that cigarette.
Yeah. Hell no, I was sitting at my desk earlier listening to the show. I ain't shitting you, man. I do about 3 hours worth of work in 8 hours. It's a pretty easy job.
Yeah, same with my job. Pretty much everything.
My big thing is just passing out pills at midnight and at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, my big thing was like a bunch of Excel spreadsheets that I just had to like merge into macros and write a little bit of like Visual Basic and like automated 80% of my job.
Did you work on anything from either grow room yet?
No. I haven't automated that part of my job yet.
Right on.
I've been
Yeah, he
working
was going to ship them out today.
Yeah. I've been working with Monster on his grow room for a while, and then I brought down a 4x8 today, so.
Yeah, we're going to probably fire up next week, so you got some time. I got to put the whole room together tomorrow. So.
Long weekend, bro.
I got 2 of them I got to put together tomorrow. I got to do one for a buddy, and then I got my other one I got to start putting up tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be an all-nighter.
You putting up another tent?
No, fuck no. I'm building in a room. 3x12. It's going under 8 wavy boards.
How many total watts?
The fuck, I don't know. Whatever Photon decides. And that's going to be 8 either. I think it's going to be either. I'm going to run 8 Acosa's blueberries or the berry storms and bay breads if we can get them in time.
That's like what? That's 36 square feet. That's a little bit under 4x8, and you'd want like max out a 4x8 at like 1200 watts.
A little bit over.
Well, that's all right. You know me, I like overkill. Well, the way it's going to set up is going to be basically like my 4x4. There'll be 8. There'll be 8 in there, and then so they'll each have their own board. It's basically set up just like my 4x4, just bigger.
Right. No, yeah. I'm just curious if you're gonna up the drive current, or if you're gonna keep the lights low, or what.
I'd like to up it and keep them up higher because that's actually, it's a smaller space, so you're not going to have as much room to wiggle through. I mean, it ain't no big deal in my 4x4 because I'm only running 4 plants, but in this one I'm gonna be running 8. There ain't no way I can reach all the way back there. I have to raise the lights every damn time. But you might as well just, put a bigger drive current in there and leave the lights up higher so I could actually work.
Right.
Not to mention I always bust my head on shit.
What grow mouse is like
Makes
motor
sense.
activated, like light razor and lower. Anybody ever watch that video?
Yeah, that shit's dope.
What'd you say, Blunt?
I said that shit's dope.
I'm too Hoosier-fied for all that fancy shit.
Well, I mean, that's the good thing about
Right,
LEDs is like you can push it down to like right where you start bleaching, and then as it grows up into the light, you raise it like 2 inches.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, and that Girl Scout cookie's so out of control. I think now I'm like 6 inches away from the filter on my scrubber, so I'm gonna have to pull that out and either set it on the floor or put it outside the tent. But it's almost 7-foot tall tent, so I mean that plant's already pushing. Oh shit, man! Inside the bucket, it's already like 5 foot tall.
No fucking way.
Yeah, look it up. I just posted a video tonight.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're all budded out. They're all budding and shit. They look really good. I had to put a dehumidifier in. That was the lights out tent, man. They were perspiring so bad it was getting up to like 80-90% humidity. I got it set at 65 now. It's running steady.
That's great.
Yeah, that plant's nuts. You have to listen to that video. I mentioned your name in it, Dirty.
What the fuck?
About your Girl Scout auto.
And it's not doing auto
That ain't no
characteristics.
fucking auto. Ain't nothing auto about that. Except I can guarantee it's automatically going to be in the light when I get home in the morning.
She is a stretchy bitch.
Oh man, I walked in the other morning and she had grew actually through the gaps between my boards. I'm really hoping that stretch is about done because I don't want to move that scrubber.
If all else fails and worse comes to worse, you can always give her a super crop and flower.
Ouch.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
I've had to do it a few times when growing Girl Scout cookies. It's not, yes, but it's better than just straight up clipping a branch because it's going to outgrow your tent.
Yeah, no, I'll pull the inline and all that, and I'll move the inline and then put the filter down, you know, on the outside of the tent.
There's no way for you to like kind of bow her at the top. If you grip right at the tip of her, can you like kind of like bow her down a little bit?
Probably what I'm gonna have to do is I got some different strings. They're like hemp strings I use when I do LST. I'll probably put something on my buckets to where I can use that hemp string about halfway up and then just pull them down a little bit if I have to. Right now I don't need to, but they're getting close.
Yeah, like stretch that bitch right across the middle, all the way to the.
Well, yeah, but now the other ones are starting to. Once I raise the lights up, the other ones are right behind them now. They're all starting to shoot up there too. She's not.
Yeah.
She's only about. She's only about a foot taller. And they got shit. I think they got like 50 days to go at least.
Go time.
Yeah, it's exercising my patience.
Yeah,
they're tricking up and shit now too. That one that DNA kosher sour at Jungles, man, that thing's it's solid stacks. Every stem on it's gonna be a solid stack.
Yeah, fucker's gonna be hungry.
Excuse me. Yeah, just rolled up a little L. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, Chuck.
Yo, what's up? More no to grow or whatever the fuck your name is. What's up, man?
So much
I was
effort.
upstairs taking some talking to a man about a horse.
Fuck you.
Cosa, are you gonna check the eclipse out, bro?
The what?
The eclipse.
Oh, is that happening like right now?
No,
it's nighttime. The sun has to be up for that one.
Is it I think it's the 21st. There's like the meteor shower going on right now too. I never saw that. There's no way.
Solar.
Dude, my fucking.
That was last week when.
I live way too close to the city.
The eclipse is Monday.
Yeah, Monday. There you go.
Yeah, eclipse is Monday. The meteor showers last weekend.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, don't go blind, people.
One year, man, I was driving back to school, and like it was really late. It was like around this time I was driving back, and like the Perseoid meteor shower was going on like that night, and like I didn't even know about it, but I just stopped on the side of the road, just like get some fresh air, and I look up, and it was just the fucking craziest meteor shower I've ever seen. Like I was like in the middle of nowhere, you know, like in the Washington Cascade Mountains, you know, just no light pollution from anywhere, and dude, it was fucking nuts.
Hey guys, more to know grow. Has anybody heard of garlitic milk? However the fuck you say that. I got a case of was given to me full of microbes.
Yeah, never.
That sounds like some snake oil shit. I can't like speak off of that one specifically, but it sounds like some snake oil shit.
Yeah, anything
that sounds like some fucking Leonardite type leachate shit.
Yeah, anything like
voodoo shit.
That's all gonna work.
Like, I don't know. I see a lot of those like health drinks that are marketed like that, and it might be legit, but I'm erring on the side of it's snake oil.
Even the name sounds crazy. Shout out to you, bro. I mean, fuck it. Run that shit. Try that shit.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yeah, just look into guaranteed analysis or whatever if they provide one, you know?
Yeah.
And if not, then maybe feel a little cautious.
Hell yeah.
These are the horses I was talking about.
I spy weed.
I just buy one.
Are those the horses?
Perp,
Yeah,
where you
horses.
at, Perp? God damn, man. Perp jumped off of here. He was crunk too, man.
Perp popped off like 3 hours ago.
Blue Dream, I
Gone
accidentally
for
fucking
3 hours.
He's out snaking on some cooch.
Yeah, to go get it.
naked on some.
Yeah. That's my boy.
The hipsters
I
don't
figured
like
it was easier than saying he's out trying to get some pussy.
I mean, 6 one way, half a dozen another.
Both are good.
Fuck.
Naked on some cooch.
Yeah, the
So
right.
wait,
The milk.
hold on though. Are you like really looking at a horse? Like, are you really trying to cop a Clydesdale?
No, fuck no. Horses are so fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're really expensive to feed.
Why the fuck would I want a horse? Like
I don't know. That was probably going to be my next question.
You make some money in Texas with horses, bro.
I mean, yeah, but I don't have like the land for that. And like every horse girl I've met ever has been like fucking super weird. So like I got a thing where I'll be like, "You're not a horse girl, are you?" And I'll be like, "What are you talking about?" Just that's a yes or no question, you know.
Oh God, I've never made that connection, but holy shit.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's kind of fucked up.
Hey,
That's fucked up,
I grew up in Kansas.
if you ever say, I know
Oh,
what
I
you're
see
talking
that,
about,
though.
bro. I had a kinfolk that used to mess around and cleaning up the stables, and he said those guys in there, man, would do some crazy ass shit for those fucking studs that would be racing in those races, man.
I don't know where you're headed down that road, but I'm not sure. I
No,
wanna go
like would fucking steal the breed, like would steal the fucking breed, man, from the fucking, like, the fucking yeah.
Stealing semen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And sell that shit.
That shit's funny.
That shit thousands of dollars and shit, man.
Yeah, it's funny how like the genetics game in like animal world is like, you know, just as highly coveted as here in the cannabis world.
Yeah. Most definitely. Like show dogs and stuff.
Yeah, like getting a fucking pure breed, you know, whatever, pure breed shepherd, pure breed
Yeah.
whatever you're into. You know,
Yeah.
they're expensive.
Yeah, expensive as fuck.
Especially if you want it, like, you know, in the instance of shepherds, like straight from Germany or like straight from a like Germanic mother, you know.
Yeah. I got my dogs for free. $3.99. I just had to get them spayed and neutered. That was the only conditions.
What is that, bro?
What's what?
Photon.
What I'm clipping on. Somebody guess what
You
this
said
is.
that's your blue
Platinum Girl
dream?
Scout cookies.
Nope.
No, fuck. That's usually what you grow in.
Did we both get it wrong? Is that the Durban?
Nope.
I need some Durban beans bad.
Can't help you.
Email Haze, man.
I need those.
Man, I just got a bag of that, man. That's some good shit. I really like it.
This is Blue Dream. Fuck all you guys.
Oh, I said that first. Fuck you.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
it's
Blue
Blue
Dream.
Get fucked. Everybody get fucked.
Yeah, everybody get fucked.
So, how do you like the Santa Cruz so far?
Dude, it smells fucking delicious. I'm really liking it. And it's fucking like immune to anything. Like it and the platinum cookies were the only strains that weren't affected by the concentrated neem oil, unemulsified sprayed neem oil that I sprayed all over my plants. I just didn't give a fuck. Kept going. Same with the platinum cookies.
Cheerio.
So it's definitely like a really hardy strain. And this nug feels fucking heavy, so these are just the nugs that I knocked off by accident when I was taking out the platinum cookies. It's done, but this has like a week and a half to go.
Mm-hmm.
You
Pretty good
dry
nug.
trim it. Okay, cool. See, that's something good to come on. What do you guys prefer, dry trim or wet trim?
Dry trim for the flowers, wet trim for the hash.
Yeah, I'm going a little overboard with my trimming right now, but usually I trim a little bit less than this and then dry trim the rest of it. I just don't like the fan leaves like curling up over the buds, you know what I mean? So I try to get all the fan leaves out.
When you say fan leaves, do you mean like also the smaller fan leaves that are coming out of the like nug themselves, or just like the ones underneath the like main calyx, the main cola?
Probably like the secondary ones. Like I just took this one right off of here, but it wasn't like connected to the main stem. But yeah, that's probably about all I do for this one, and then hang that up for like a week and then dry trim.
Yeah, I usually just do the main fan leaves.
The big ugly leave the rest.
Yeah.
I'll probably get a lot of leaves.
Do the rest dry.
So I get a lot of leaves, so.
But yeah, I want to try that fucking Santa Cruz, man.
I like dry trim, man.
It's the real deal, man. Like this, the stuff I got from the guy was fucking fire, and this smells better than that. So I'm really loving the smell of this stuff.
Yeah. I don't know when we can work something out. I'll send you the fucking shippers. But yeah, I don't know. I want to do a little bit of more experimenting with the fresh frozen like trim for bubble hash, because that's something that I really never took the time to get good at learning how to do.
I've never done bubble.
Yeah, I've only learned it. Organics.
Yeah, just no-till, whatever. Some or
Never
DWC.
ran no till.
Tired of soil.
So you're going one extreme or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not very good at moderation.
No, I
That's
feel
cool,
that.
man. You either go all in or not.
Yep.
I can't wait to see what I could do with this big sub-irrigated planter shit that I'm planning for this next run.
You water from the bottom, son. Started at the bottom.
Yeah.
Now we're here.
Did I tell you about this, Hi Guy? Word. So, like, you've seen Loki's setup, right? How he has his flood and drain table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slot.
Yeah, where he's got, like, the 3/4 plywood on top of it and just has the, like, 6-inch net pots, like, drilled out, like, hole sawed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically going to do that same exact thing, a 6x3 table with the 6x3 plywood on top of it, like an 8x4 sheet cut to 6x3. And do either 4 or 10, either 8 or 10 10-gallon pots on top of that with the 6-inch net pot going down into the flood tray, and the flood tray would just be the reservoir, and it would be constantly flooded.
Blunthumb.
Either anaerobic or aerated. I'm probably going to play with both. I'm going to set up one of each, I think, this first run and see which does better.
I feel like anaerobic's easier to control.
Can I suggest something, bro? Instead of a plywood, bro, have you thought about a PVC, like maybe 1/2-inch deal?
What do you mean, like a sheet of plastic? You're saying?
Of PVC, yeah. You know they sell those, right? I think
Loki.
it would make sense a lot better.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that at all. No.
You could even use that.
I think that would work out a lot better.
They got that white-coated MDF now.
Yeah.
See, that's what I thought that he was using at first when I saw his table, but then I'm
Like,
pretty sure
what I
last time I was there, he said that it was just plywood that he covered and treated himself.
That's what I told him. It reminds me of the Botanicare facility, bro. It's all ice white, and they have that PVC deal, like I told you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I got to look into that and see how cost effective that is versus like the.
It's not. I think a sheet is like $100.
Yeah, see that's way expensive then. You know, compared to something that I could do for $40.
Yeah.
Or $50.
Yep.
Thanks, plywood. For being cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to roll this fucking little ball of wax into this cone. It keeps coming up.
See, but with the PVC, you don't have to worry about the mold or the rotting or anything like that. The moisture seeping into the wood and doing all that other crazy shit into it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that for sure. Like that's why I was kind of like, because I thought of this same like concept a while ago, and like I never figured out how to do the top part and have it be strong enough and supported. Because I was always looking at like, say, the reservoirs with the covers and just drilling into that, but those are thin ass covers. So like that's not going to be able to support it without some type of system interiorly, and then that's just a whole lot of shit to do. So like when I saw the wood, I was like, oh, that's structurally sound enough. Like that's exactly what I need. That'll hold the soil weight. I'm good for that. And like if it's a 1/2 sheet thick or 1/2-inch thick sheet of PVC, that should be thick enough or like sturdy enough to do that, I would think.
Yeah.
But
especially for what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do a 3x4, it would work perfect, bro.
a 3x6, but yeah.
3x6. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely we'll look into that though. That is because that would probably be a longer term solution too. But at the same time, I'm not 100% sold on the setup either, so I'm not positive that I want to invest in it at the size that I'm going to be doing it. I might decide that I want to switch it up and do, a fucking, say, 20 gallons on top instead of, the 10 gallons or, 10 gallons or whatever.
Yeah. Because what it reminded me a lot of was that setup where you run the water from one side of the setup and it runs to the left or to the right or whatever, and the roots build up into the reservoir at the bottom of the deal, like a table. EBT or what do we call EBP flow, whatever.
Ebb and
What?
flow.
Ebb and flow.
Ebb and flow.
Yeah.
See, I've tried to look into this before, and I'm still not 100% clear. But I think ebb and flow and flood and drain are basically the same exact thing.
I think you're right on.
Yeah. I think it just the roots run into the water keeps running. It doesn't fill and drain. It's like automatic kind of.
It might what is it? The NFT systems, I believe, are like that, where it's a constant flow.
But I mean, ebb and flow means like the movement of the tides. They come in, they go out, just like a flood and drain.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah. Because the bed has ripples in it, and it water bounces or some shit. I don't know. Kind of weird. You got to look at it.
I thought you were about to go full Bill O'Reilly on me, Photon, and be like, the tides come in, the tides go out. You can't explain it, neither can I.
Explain that.
Is that a Bill O'Reilly quote?
Oh my God, yeah.
How did I not know that? That's too great.
Fucking Bill O'Reilly.
Can't explain that. I actually can't explain that.
Where does the water go?
Okay, we'll do it live.
The other day, in the Tricky D's live stream or our chat or whatever, we were discussing whether or not planting seeds on a full moon would affect the seed's germination rate.
Mm-hmm.
So I calculated how much weight you'd have to put over a seed and how far away it would have to be for the same gravitational pull as the moon, as a full moon right over you. And it was 50,000 pounds at 2 inches or something like that you had to put over your seed. And so if you had a big rig with 100,000 pounds, you could probably pull off that experiment. But yeah, tides go in, tides go out. We can explain that.
Pretty much, bro. C'est la vie.
I think you kind of lost me there a little bit. So does the full moon affect it? Is that what you came to the conclusion of?
I just wanted to know how much, how negligible the force would be, on a seed. So I figured out the gravitational pull of the moon on a seed based on what we think a seed weighs, and then normalize that to 50,000 pounds here on Earth, and figured out how much the moon weighs and whatever. I actually have a spreadsheet of this, but I don't want to bore you guys to death.
Yeah. That's some physics shit that's a little bit beyond me.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's Newtonian.
So how long would it take for us to fly if we get high enough?
Let me see if I got it on this computer or my other one.
We have the technology.
Right.
We have some kind of technology, at least. Maybe not the technology.
No. I don't think I have it on this computer. It's on my other one. Damn it. And I have to update my Microsoft Office. But then I like looked up different gravitational regions, I guess, of the Earth, and the Earth, like, just by itself varies more than the pull of the moon on a seed, like in different spots of the Earth, though. So if anything, you'd want to travel to different spots and then try different seed germination rates under the same conditions if you wanted to test that hypothesis. Which I have no interest in doing, by the way.
For science, though.
I mean, shit, somebody funds it for it, bro. Yeah, Elon Musk, we ain't figured it out.
Why not know when you get the favorite germination rate?
I once heard Elon Musk say that, like, there's never been a business that couldn't scale fast enough. And I'm kind of challenging that right now with my business. Like, I cannot scale fast enough.
It's a lot of work, man. I bet it is.
Yeah, I actually just got a federal employee identification number, so I can actually hire some people now. It's cool. But I need a real commercial, like, warehouse or manufacturing plant to start really building lights.
Gotta build a system, bro.
Yep.
My ex-girlfriend happens. You can have a.
My ex-girlfriend had a degree in supply chain management. It sucks. Use her right about now.
Call her up tonight and be like, I miss you so much. Thanks for living my life, girl. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Something.
I want half.
She said, we take it 70-30. We take 30.
Pound sand, bitch. It's not gonna happen.
That's crazy. What you doing over there, Cosa? You in the garden still?
Blazing, man. In the garden yet. Just been sitting here blazing and chilling with y'all.
Over here in Trim
They're
Jail.
going to work.
Looks like I'm gonna be here for a while.
Hell yeah.
This platinum cookies is looking fucking phenomenal.
There it is.
And just golf ball nugs all the way down, just hard as a rock.
And what tent is that out of? Is that out of the
It's out of the 600.
600? Where?
Yep.
Can't wait to see what those results are.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, they're looking pretty good. These are some pretty fat platinum cookie nugs, so. Then I've got those 2 blue dream plants in there that I gotta finish out.
And how deep was your canopy?
What?
How deep was your canopy?
Probably. Is anybody else hearing that?
Yeah, I think that's how I got.
Yeah,
Maybe?
probably like a foot.
A foot? That ain't bad.
Yeah, I had a lot of spread, so that was the goal, was to maintain the spread and then run them close to the plants at low wattage.
Mm-hmm.
I actually used two 3500K lights and two 4500K lights for my 600 watts, 150 watts each.
Wait, of the 150 lights that you have, or of your boards?
The 150 lights that I have.
Oh, that's what you were running in there? I didn't even realize that. That's dope.
Yeah. The UL listed ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping to get these up on the website tonight. I gotta go upstairs, take the PPFD data at different heights, and then put them up on the website. I think I have enough in stock to last a little while, but hopefully they go fast.
How many points do you do when you do like those mappings?
It depends. Some of them, I was doing like 64 points or 128 points. I got it down to, I guess, 1 in the middle, then 4, then 8, and then 8 again. So however many points that is, it's like 24 points, 30 points, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. But it'll be interesting because I got a 150 watt fixture using my boards with no optics versus these 150 watt fixtures with optics.
See, now I'm gonna walk back some shit that I said, because like I was saying, like that if you got reflectors and I mean if you got reflective surfaces and shit, like that the reflectors aren't as big a deal.
Yeah.
But I was taking some measurements, man, and I'm gonna walk that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
we'll definitely see. Well, the Samsung diodes like, too kind of are unique.
Well, they don't have that was like Cobbs that I was measuring. I'm not running reflectors either on the Samsung diodes, but yeah.
Yeah, but Cobbs have more of a even spread. If you look at the spread chart on the data sheet for the Samsung diodes, look for it, pull it up here. They actually kind of have a narrow beam anyways, which is why I never really, I thought about doing it at the beginning, making like 60-degree optics for them, but then I started measuring it and I realized like these don't have 120-degree spread. I mean, they drop off pretty quick at the edge of my fixtures, which I didn't expect, and then I went back at the data sheet, and I totally should have expected it.
See, I still need to do more measurements on the Samsungs, but like I was doing some measurements in between fixtures earlier, and like I was pleasantly surprised at how well the spread in between the fixtures were. You know, and that was at roughly, I don't know, 9 inches between the boards, maybe 10 inches between the boards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good spread to have.
I was still hitting, 900 or so at the canopy level of 18 inches or something like that with how I had them running.
How is this?
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by those Samsungs, how well they actually measure. Because like I've only measured them with like the lumen meters before, and I had like a rough idea of how it converted because I had seen your conversion measurements at one point for the 4K spectrum, but like actually being able to just see the par, it makes it a lot easier than trying to convert it in my head and shit.
Or just sales for size. Yeah, I don't even fuck, dude. I'm all about Shit, where's I gonna look at this screen share?
More to know, grow cutting on you.
There we go.
McConaughey
screen
40.
share.
Yeah. McConaughey A40.
Screen share.
In linear strips, do you mean by like not the reels that they come on, but actually like hard linear strips? Like non-flexible?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It says they're 13 cents a piece. I was looking at them earlier, and I don't know what flux bin they use on those. I guess maybe I was looking at a lower flux bin, but I wasn't impressed by the lumens per watt coming out of them. I mean, I may be biased in that decision as well.
It's lower than just the normal chip is rated normally.
It was like, I mean, I guess I can go.
What was that?
I guess I could just do a DigiKey and go there. We're gonna do
So wait, on a total aside right now. Hi, Guy. You said before you started mentioning what was it? Ginger, cinnamon, OHN in club water or club soda?
Nah, not club soda. Or wait, no, yeah. Is club soda just carbonated water?
Sparkling water, whatever. I don't know. Seltzer
The one
water.
The one without quinine in it, not tonic water. But yeah, no, just like making like super quick like ginger ale. Just your ginger OHN. And I guess it depends how clean it was when you did it. Like if you used like a BIM solution versus letting wild lacto versus like, you know, the lacto whey solution from the milk extraction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, just pour it in a glass.
I always feel safer doing the fucking either a wild lacto or a like lacto serum ferment for that type of, like, for an edible thing as opposed to the BIM.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of eating the ones that I've cultured with BIM.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever consumed anything I've cultured with BIM.
I have some of my OHN, just taking shots of it when you goaded me on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
the OHN tastes fucking good though.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess so. What you could do, I need to experiment with it, but there's got to be a ratio to mix in, like some of the ginger OHN with like maybe like a piece or two of the cubed ginger that you have cut up, and top it off with water and a little bit more sugar, and you should get some sort of ginger beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you let that ferment for a couple of days. No,
yeah.
If you let that ferment long enough, it probably would go alcoholic, I would think.
Yeah, but then if it still is high in lacto, it would go sour.
Yeah, it would be a sour beer, yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess wouldn't be that bad for ginger beer.
Yeah, see, I I don't know. I'm interested in getting into brewing and all of that shit too. And like that's definitely something that came from like the organic side of growing. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting like field to look at. And like the way that like the old time sodas were like made as opposed to like how our ferments are made and shit.
Right. All I know, man, is that I feel like my health is improved since I've incorporated my fermented food regimen, and it's not even like that extensive, but I incorporate just my ferments, my cleaner ferments a lot. I'm not a health advice giver. I'm just saying, like, it's an okay probiotic supplement. Don't kill yourself, please.
I mean, well, I don't know. If you look at fucking the overwhelming scientific data on the importance of probiotics.
Oh, no,
And
absolutely.
the studies that show that like a normal homemade type of lacto fermented sauerkraut, for instance, has a higher bacterial percentage or bacterial like colony forming units than most of the entire bottles of the supplements that are being sold in the store in pill form. You know, 2 + 2 = 4.
I actually have 1 + 1 does not equal 2 written on my mirror, my bathroom.
Ferment your food, people.
Yeah, well, I think it equals 2.
I don't know. Give me two hydrogen atoms and figure out how much energy is left over.
Cricket.
By the way, my wax joint, it was a success.
See,
Nice.
yeah, that was the other thing. I was gonna say that's so much easier to do when you're like rolling normally.
I don't know how.
You just gotta learn, man. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna go and roll another blunt.
I bought a cabbage. Making sauerkraut.
What was that?
So that was a fantastic idea.
Yeah, right? No, I was asking what he said about sauerkraut, though.
Oh, I said I bought a cabbage, so I'm gonna make it.
Oh, word. Yeah. Dude, it's super easy. Like, you literally just, like, mash up the salt into it to create a brine, and then smash it all down into the jar so that the brine is over the level of the cabbage. And add whatever other seasonings you want, because you can make it taste awesome. You could add in fucking apple slices. You can add in beets. You can add in carrots. Those are all sugar sources. You can add in dill. You can add in whatever the fuck you want. I even added in lemon and a few other things to some of them that I made. Like, you could really do a lot of different things. And just make sure that brine is over the top of it and you're good to go. And there's a few different ways you could do that to make sure that the brine is over the top. But like some of the easier, more expensive ways are to get those little like either stone or glass pieces that are made for it, where it will sit right inside of the jar, like the mouth of the wide mouth quart jars, like mason jars. And they'll sit right inside, but be enough to keep it down and let a little bit of water rise up and keep that space. But other than that, you could do like the bag method where you just like put water inside of a bag inside of the mouth to like create a seal, or you just pack the shit out of it and keep the brine from the pressure of how much is in there, and you just use a cap leaf to like hold everything underneath that initial leaf. So like a full size big leaf. And that is making sauerkraut.
my roommate would have been all over that shit. My old roommate, he used to make me eat sauerkraut in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fuck with sauerkraut and pickles and all that shit, man. Like the
Pickle
homemade
Rick.
shit. Pickle Rick.
I'm Pickle Rick.
Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I'm a pickle.
Quit trying to find a deeper meaning to it.
I'm a fucking pickle.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I fucking love it.
Learning.
They'd like come out with episodes more regularly.
I mean, it's once a week now.
Oh, is it?
Pretty regularly. Yeah.
They released episode 1 like 3 months ago, and then didn't fucking say anything for like 2 months, and then came back.
Yeah. Yeah, they did that to just like build the suspense and hype so everybody would start talking about it again and then be like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
See, you roll blunts like I do. And like, Loki's just like, nah. And like, now that I'm rolling these frontos, like, I totally understand. But like, yeah, I'm still used to that.
What do you mean I roll blunts like you do?
Like, just fat ass big blunts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not fucking around.
Yeah.
And I'll probably lose this thing like right about here. And I'll find it like tomorrow and be like, fuck yeah, I got 3/4 of a blunt left, and then smoke like half of that and then leave it somewhere. And then find it the next day. So I'll probably be smoking this blunt for like the next 3 days. But I'll roll like 4 more in the process.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to get high. Get high with Tally.
A little heavy.
See, I want to try those fucking Canagar things. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, me too.
Yeah, it looks dope. Or, what the fuck is it?
I've rolled like the Vortex blunts before where it's like that same concept where it's got like the hollow inside.
Right,
and
on the wooden dowel or whatever.
Yeah, but like I've never done it like with the cannabis leaf as the thing, as the wrap.
I've tried it, but I couldn't get the leaf to stick.
Yeah, I've done like I don't know, small versions, and like it like half worked actually, but like it wasn't the way that it should have been done. Like it wasn't cured properly, and like there wasn't enough oil to like make it done right.
Yeah,
it was totally half-assed.
I had to use like part of a blunt to like patch it up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it definitely wasn't done right, but whatever.
But no, I think that that's something that I could probably do now. Like, cause I've also like learned like that you have to like cure the leaves and like how you have to do that part properly. So it makes a bit more sense now.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely something I've always seen and been like, those are dope.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I need another beer. I'll be right back.
Nice.
Like
the chat is just not lit. Oh, fuck yeah, NorCal's on his way up here. Yo, NorCal.
Yeah, chat's pretty slow.
I don't know if you're still here, NorCal, but I got some dank coming up.
Man, I miss the music streams. The Blunthumb music streams.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Even though I'm just here for like a very small part of that.
It was a little short-lived. Anybody else have any genetic stuff that they want to talk about? Seed junkie stuff?
Is Blunt still here?
Yeah, he's on mute. He might have gone away.
I heard my name. I just got back.
His head is a distance away from his computer.
Who, me or both of me?
You're gone.
Yeah, I need to roll this other blunt. Oh, I'll just smoke this bomb for now, I guess. Oh, it's here, and I'm here.
Yo, how do I pronounce this strain, Blunt? You figured it out the other day. It's the Punta.
Oh,
Punta
Roja?
Roja. Yeah, cross with Killer Malcali.
Malawi.
Malawi, that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't think I was the one who figured that out, but yeah. That's a Colombian landrace crossed to either a African landrace or an African landrace cross. Presumably. I'm assuming that that's what the Killer Malawi... Is that what you said? Killer Malawi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume it's a Malawi outcross, but it might just be a pure line, or it could be a polyhybrid built off of a Malawi.
Yeah, it's probably Killer Queen cross to Malawi, cross to whatever the other strain is.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I want to fucking... I got a few beans of the Punta Roja, like pure. I got sent up from somebody down in Colombia, and I can't wait to run those, but they're supposed to be a long flower and sativa, so I definitely...
Yeah, he told me to start flowering at like week 2 or 3 of veg because they're going to get really tall.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for that strain because both of those are long strains. It's actually... I've read some people, and I don't know whether how much of it's like backed up by actual fact or whatever, but I've read a few people say that like the consensus is that a lot of the Colombians are actually African origin.
Yeah, I can see that. Because the guy I got this from like does a lot of stuff in the Africa region, like South America, so I could see him like kind of making that connection. And
but yeah, I got a few Colombian strains actually. I got the Colombian Black as well, and a few Colombian Gold packs too. But like the Black is supposed to go up to 26 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
Half a year.
Yeah. And as far as I know, I don't think I've seen anybody ever grow her indoors. So like, I'm hesitant to be the first one with that. And I mean, I'm sure somebody has somewhere, but I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But definitely that and a few other of the longer land races that I have. I'm definitely waiting until I have a greenhouse that I could do a full season, like without a problem in, you know, like from June on to December or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I got that AC, I'm not really worried about anything. So I fucking about to go Hamilton.
Betsy Ross.
Oops. These are definitely some of the bigger quickie knives I've ever pulled out of here.
That's dope.
I think they're a little bit premature. Probably could have gone another little while. But I wanted to get a new crop in there.
Mm-hmm. Did you pull them all or just part?
I pulled like 3/4 of them. I got like 4 plants left in there. I got 2 Dosey-Dos. I guess I got 6 plants left in there. So I got 2 Dosey-Dos, 2 Blue Dream, and 2 Platinum Trees. They were put in there like a little bit late.
Yep. So wait, this isn't your first run flowering that Dosey-Dos, right? You've flowered that before?
I tried, but I fucked it up with that neem oil so bad that I threw it away. So this will be my first time flowering that Dosey-Dos.
Okay. Yeah, let me know what you think of that. I'm curious to see how you like the smoke on that.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how you like the smoke on all that shit. Like, you got a lot of strains there, you know?
Yeah. This Durban, I really like this Durban. I like the smell of it.
Mm-hmm.
Down last week.
Do you get, like, the anise off of it at all?
What?
Like an anise licorice type smell? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I think A-N-I-S-E.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
anise.
Not good with smells or anything, but it smells. It's pretty citrusy. It smells like kind of lemony. I don't know. I have a terrible sense of smell. So
the thin leafed at all?
Thin leaf?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like thin leaf sativa look to it?
No, it's got fat. I mean, it grows into a bush. I was showing Hi Guy. I don't know if you're still here, but yeah, but yeah, remember those Durban poisons that I was showing you? Those fucking bushes. Sorry, man. But like, those were not any type of sativa.
See, yeah, that makes me suspect.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, maybe
like,
it's grow too, but they did batter leaves and pretty much anything in the garden.
See, because like my whole like understanding of Durban poison had always been like that it was a Dutch work of Durban landrace outcrossed to something else, and I was never positive of what, but that was always my understanding of it. And then I heard quite a few people, including Mr. Soul, say that it was straight Durban landrace, and like that. I don't know. All the Durban poison that I've seen, it never looked like the Durban land races that I've seen.
Yeah, yeah. This definitely doesn't look like a Durban land race.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely crossed with.
Well, the reason
high
for
yielding
that though is because we work it, and we make it stable for growing indoors around the world. You know, we have to make some epigenetic changes to the plant, so naturally,
also,
of course, it's going to stop looking like what it does out in Africa.
No, but I mean, I've seen the Durban land races grown out here too, and they look completely different.
It could be environmental changes. I mean, environmental factors, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I still am under the assumption that like the Durban poison that I see most around is genetically like that at some point it was outcrossed to something else, and not
definitely
genetic like Durban Durban landrace.
No, it's definitely been crossed with some kind of high yielding indica.
And well, that's not to say that the Durban land races aren't high yielding, because they are, and they throw some fucking bats.
Okay.
But
Mine are kind of leaky, so I guess that makes sense. But it was a really quick finisher too. Like it was the first thing done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that the Kaigu Durban landrace that I have, I think is a 14 weeker, 14 to 16 week or something like that.
Yeah, this was like 6.5.
Yeah, that don't sound right. I mean, I've never seen a plant that I thought was done before 8 weeks, even before 9 weeks, really.
My platinum cookies, this is at 7 weeks right now.
Definitely early.
Yeah, it hurts me to pull stuff that early. Like,
yeah,
I gotta go a full 63 to 70 days regardless of strain. And like some things I'll even bring longer than that.
Yeah, it hurts, but I wanted to get some new shit going in the garden and a new lighting setup, so I want to pull everything out and kind of start over on that tent. I've proven that these lights can do work, so.
Yeah, I definitely thought that you were running that tent under some type of like PCB that you had made.
I mean, it is PCB technology.
Well, I know, but you know what I'm saying, like the wavy board or the board or whatever.
Yeah. Now these are the ready to go. Wouldn't say.
NorCal Nugget. When will cookies stop being popular?
When I stop growing.
Not soon enough.
That's
I don't know.
how I feel.
Like there's some like cookie related stuff that I'm still excited about, like these fucking Mellow Platinum Girl Scout cookie lines that I'm working. But
you like this one?
Past that, like I don't know, there's not many cookie stuff that I'm feeling.
Yeah, me either. Like my Platinum Girl Scout cookies is probably about the only. Apparently, there's a blue cookies out there that I need to get that is a really high yielding strain.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that too. My homie really wants it. He told me to look out for it.
All right, well, I'm gonna be getting it here pretty soon. So.
Word. Yeah, he's the one who really wants that Santa Cruz cut more than I do at this point too. So, kill two birds with one stone with that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking. I don't know. I kind of feel the same way about the glue, but like at the same time, it's definitely not as worn out as the cookies is at this point.
I preferred the cookies to the glue. At least the cookies had some kind of flavor. The glue is meh.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Sorry.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about that Zookies and that Skittles and all those like crosses and shit?
I think somebody's about to get sued by Skittles.
Well, nah, it's spelled with a Z.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more than 10% different, so, I mean...
15%. Maybe 15% different.
Well, I think that they changed both S's to Z's, so like...
Okay, there we go.
Probably more than 15%.
I don't know, what's 2 divided by 8?
I don't know, I'm not doing math right now. Oh, that's a quarter, that's 25%, that's easy. I could still do math right now. Fucking third grade math.
The real question is Skittles a letter corn?
Yeah.
And that's one I'm not doing right now.
Yes, it is.
Well, that was a good guess. Got myself in back up.
Yeah, Blunthumb.
I've not looked in the chat for a while. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, chat's a little slow tonight. There's only a few cats, but we still got like 30 cats tracking with us, so that's what's up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Quiet ass people.
Wake up.
Dope.
We got 30 people who just like took a huge fat dab an hour or two with their phone or whatever it's still on.
Either way. Yo, hi guy, did you try that Tepache shit yet?
The what?
The pineapple ferment?
No, what is that one again?
Tepache? It's like a pineapple soda.
So you just take pineapple juice and ferment it?
You use like the rind. You might use a little bit of pineapple juice in there too, but you mainly use the rind and ferment the rind and water and sugar.
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Can you like make a pineapple FPJ?
I have one.
Yeah, I don't see why not. You did it pure?
Yeah, I did the whole pineapple, the fucking green shit on the top and all.
Word.
I drank that in the soda.
I've
It
done
smells
like
awesome. It smells like sweet pineapple.
I've tasted the banana ferment straight up, and that tastes really good too. Like that might be good for a drink as well.
I imagine strawberry would turn out really good too.
Yeah. Oh, we about to start a killer line of drinks right now?
I would just say that if you want it for
I
the
think
health,
so. Did this just happen?
if you want it for the health benefits, just
Team up the Steensland.
strain, let it sit warm so that it can consume more of the sugar.
Mhm.
But you don't need that sugar.
Yeah.
Unless you
What's
want
the
that
longest that people go? Usually like 3 months or something like that?
For what?
How long is like the long length for the ferment? Like 3 months?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah. I think that I'm pulling that from like the kombucha for like low sugar levels. You want to go like 2 to 3 months, but I could be off on that. See, that's a question for Steensland for sure. The man knows his shit.
I guess it would depend on how old or active your starter culture was.
Yeah.
Because even newer ones are kind of slow. I have been neglecting kombucha right now, though. We got like a quarter gallon. I've still got like a half a gallon in 2 containers just sitting there. creating more and more scobies.
Send me one.
I don't think it'll make it, bro.
Yeah, well. Okay, then wait like a month or two and send me one.
Okay.
Okay. Good deal. Oh, yeah, just thought of it, but we need to talk off mic about that other shit that you wanted me to send you. But in any case. Oh, fucking blunts.
If it's about
I
dead
like
people.
that philosophy in the chat.
What's that?
Pineapple is known as one of the king fruits.
I fucking love
It has
pineapple.
a shit ton of nutrients for people and plants.
Pineapple is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
It is,
pineapple pizza, and fuck everybody who disagrees
Yes.
with me.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one,
Dude,
boy.
Hawaiian is the
Am
king
I?
of all pizza.
No pineapple on a pizza.
Fuck you, hi guy.
Fuck you. We will fight.
You're
No.
Yeah.
I ain't sending you shit now, bruh.
That's a straight to you, bro.
You lost.
You can't even take it off because then it's in the cheese. Fucking enzymes make
It's even better when it's in
shit
the
happen
cheese.
to the cheese.
Man, I'm telling you, pineapple pizza with the lacto cheese that you make from like labs, you will not go back. Especially if you do like the
Same.
homemade dough and everything. And even go the next step and do the fucking homemade fucking tomato sauce. Why not? You're already there. Like shit.
Can't always be doing that. Sometimes people are like, let's get
It
pizza.
sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, but that would be the best
Oh,
pizza
I
you
want
ever
some
fucking
pizza
ate.
now.
It'd be pretty good. It'd be alright.
No, it'd be better than alright. Especially if you use water from like a good place. Have those microbes in it. Get that little dough. Yeah.
Sourdough. Sound good. So, you do that.
Did Dirty fall asleep on us?
What's up?
I said, did Dirty fall asleep on us?
I think so.
Pull the legal buffalo.
He got his first time on. Almost all of us did it.
We're almost back up to 30 people watching.
Oh, shit. I hope you learn how to roll by Emerald Cup.
Learn how to what?
How to roll.
You hope I do? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
me too.
Because if not, we're all going to be sitting there trying to teach you.
Yeah,
Oh,
for real.
yeah.
Save us the pain.
Fuck. No, like it's gonna have to be like something I have to do before.
Your one assignment. Besides all the other assignments we send you on.
Damn it. Hire a crack team. Teach me.
Da-da.
Not a team of crackheads.
Shouldn't be hard to find down there, huh?
Yeah.
No. different one. We got that biker meth, bro.
I think everybody got that bike meth around.
Oh, well, you gotta remember with the Hells Angels.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
I think they probably sold like heroin or some shit or whatever, but I mean, they fucking probably were making meth in Gatorade bottles or some shit. I don't know. Fucking white people.
Get it where you get it. Guess, right?
Fucking alkaloids, bro. What's up, Terry? We're talking about meth.
Oh man.
Good to see you.
Smoke DMT, I got alkaloids and shit.
Oh, I mean, that's like saying fucking enzyme. Alkaloids are everywhere. You know, not everywhere, but you know what I mean. God damn it.
Oh boy.
So do you guys like grow weed or like?
No, I literally just look at it. I don't even smoke it.
Hashtags all day, bro.
That's why I care about bag appeal.
Yeah.
Yo, I hear Dan Dirty snoring and shit. I was like, who's just like hitting the blunt that hard?
No, that's them breathing.
I like applying filters to the weed pictures that I steal from other people, so that then they look like fruity pebbles. And then people ask if it's real, and I'm like, no, I just thought it looked cool. And everybody's like, fuck. I just ruined a lot of people's days. That's what I like to do.
I'm not exactly sure what you just said, but it sounded like some serial killer shit.
Microphone used to work so well. Now I have to sit close to it.
I'm not gonna fuck with you, high guy.
Good. What? I'm a nice guy.
See that?
Get these upper mids fucking ready to hang up.
You need to invent something that you lean forward, or you just like lean forward over a chair, I guess, and then trim that way, so that when you're leaning forward, your back doesn't start hurting. That'd be pretty dope. This could take some doing, but it's accomplishable.
With good posture.
Yeah.
What?
Just sit up.
Yeah, sit up
straight.
You can't.
I can still like this for hours.
That'll fucking kill you, bro.
I can't understand what either one of you are saying.
Just have better posture. Sit up straight.
Yeah, I can sit like this for hours. It's fine.
Well, thanks for that, obviously, but
do some hip flexor exercise. I bet you have really tight hip flexors. I did. Fixed it. Especially because I know you're a tall dude too, and it happens to tall dudes like us.
I know I got a few things wrong with my back. So I'm saying, like, I think it could be like a pretty good idea. Let me be lazy. Fuck.
What about your hamstrings? Can you touch your toes without bending your knees?
No, dude, I have a herniated disc.
Oh, okay. Like
If I bend my right leg,
good.
if I bend my right leg, I can. If I bend my left leg, I can't.
Like the whole posterior chain's connected like that. Like that's one of the things my roommate was big on. Was like whole body type. You know, care like. All right, you got this pain in your back, but it actually started with your knees because you were walking pigeon-toed. So fix that, and that moves up, and then you get a pain somewhere else. But that's actually because of, you know, like your posture or some shit. And yeah, throughout the year he lived with me, we, you know, fixed problems and feel pretty good now.
Yeah, I just started going to yoga, so hopefully that
Nice.
starts helping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had sciatica since I was like 20.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Uncle Sam. I feel sound like a little bitch. Oh God, my sciatica. Like an old man. Can't get up. We're still 29 people.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Dude, I made a desk light from one of my 4,000K sunboards with one of my new power supplies that runs one board at 75 watts.
Would you say you
It's
made
not
a
a very
desk
good-
light?
Yeah, it's not a very good desk light because it fucking
desk
blinds
light. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought you said
it's more
desk
like-
light.
you. No, it's more like a fucking outside floodlight at 75 watts. I got one that'll run it at, I think, 60. Nah, I think it's like 30 watts because it's only 900 milliamps. So I give that guy a try. But these drivers I got are non-dimmable, so.
But they're cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like half the price of a Meanwhile and just as efficient, if not more efficient.
Can you run them in 240?
Were those the ones that we were talking about the other day?
Yeah.
I thought that when I did the math on that, they worked out to more expensive than the Meanwells compared to the 320s. Like what I could run on a 320 compared to the singles for that.
Oh yeah, maybe for the singles, but I have 3 of them at 2.1 amps off one of the types of drivers, so it's not just the singles I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy right here will run 3 borbs at 1.7 amps.
1.7 amps each, right? That's a constant current, not a constant voltage.
Yeah. I forget exactly the price on that, but I want to say it's $30, 25 bucks, something like that. That would be what I'd sell them for. I think I'd get them a little bit cheaper, but you know, I could incorporate those into my fixtures. But I really want dimming available because I know that's a big thing now. So might not be able to use those.
So now I was thinking about this last night. When it comes to dimming, you're essentially limiting the current on the driver, or no? Are you?
Yes.
Okay. So then at that point, are you getting efficiency gains theoretically from lowering the drive current of the chip? And if so, does that affect the efficiency of the driver? Because I know that when you're running at like 95% efficient, like that's your highest efficiency, or at 95% capacity, that's your highest efficiency rating.
Yeah, that would be I mean, you have to multiply the two functions together. That'd be an interesting math problem though, because you know, you do get efficiency gains from running lower current through your LEDs, but then your driver's running at a lower efficiency. Or you get, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I was wondering how that would equalize out once.
I've never done math on that, but that's a very good question to ask.
Yeah. Because, you know, if it's considerable losses, you know, people might decide to not dim the way that they would otherwise, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like, I was in Loki's room and he was running the shit at like 50 and 60%, you know, and that's kind of what sparked that idea. Like, could it possibly be worth it to go and get the drivers to run them at that rate normally? Or,
yeah, see, that's,
you know,
it's like, if you have to dim your spot, you made the wrong light or you got the wrong light. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's me, and I have a bunch of spots to choose from to put my plants in, so I can run them at different light levels. But I know not everybody has that luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, these are some straight upper mids. Straight from the upper mids reserve.
Ow, fucker.
Talking all that shit. Mendo Dope's gonna have an upper mids route.
That shit's gonna be lower mids wraps. No, not even that's lower lowers wraps. That ass, I'll talk shit on them all day for their apps. Like, not on their growing, you know, do your thing. But when it comes to the music, yeah, I'll talk shit all day. All day.
Me too. I'm not about it.
Nah. I came up in hip hop. That shit. Nah.
Yeah.
Don't fly. Okay. Shit's funny. There's gonna be so many people like that trying to make their way. I don't know. It's like I'm gonna stop talking shit. I literally could talk shit all day. I'm gonna just smoke this blunt, make myself shut up.
All right, guys, I'm signing out. I gotta go take a bunch of data and get some fucking lights up on the website.
Word. Take
Later,
it
guys.
easy, good sir. Peace.
Later, Photon.
Take it easy, Photon.
Oh no, dude, I just cleaned up a room for you, NorCal. You're good. So you gotta clean up sleeping. Later, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, we've been going for 4 hours here, so I think it might be a good time to call it.
Word.
Still got in your NorCal nugget. Larissa. Yeah, thanks everybody for chilling with us. I'm tired as fuck. Sitting here trimming, blurry-eyed. But yeah, next Friday, same time, same place. Any final words from the panel?
Nope.
Cool.
Actually, yes. I'll once again, even though it might be past the time, yeah, it probably just passed, but still, happy birthday, Cosa. And still, congratulations, Loki. And good night, everybody.
Thanks,
yeah, man.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
definitely.
Cosa.
Congrats, Loki.
Word.
All right.
And that's our show, folks.
Peace out, everyone. And say good night to Daniel, even though he's already asleep. Oh. Goodbye.